Hey, this is Russ Payton. Just a reminder, this is a sponsored episode from Biohazard Games. They are currently running a Kickstarter campaign for Upwind, the game we're playing. If you like this, please back the Kickstarter so I can write the Three Beasts campaign, which is a stretch goal. So please enjoy our third episode, The Beast of Alloy. Hey, it's Russ Payton from Role Playing Book Radio. We're playing Upwind, the Three Beasts. This is the Beast of Alloy. We have mostly new group. We're kind of half new, half not, but
well,
yeah,
it's
there are people here, and we're playing a role playing.
Yes. Game. So in the last episode, the crew, the Explorer Knights of the Tinder Branch, defeated the Beast of Scale. Tulur made a heroic sacrifice to drive the beast away to some point in the sky beyond.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully he can somehow get food and water on that beast.
That's why the beast is like, chew from my back.
Yeah.
I will sustain you.
It's made of bacon.
Yeah. But the Beast of Scale has been dealt with. It will no longer, shatter Highlands, and
that's super good.
That is super good. The Highlands are the name for the giant sky islands that people live on, because you're still people. You still need solid land at some point to
farm, etc.
People can't float in this setting. This is bullshit.
You can when you consciously use wind magic, but you eventually run out of that. And then you will fall.
Hey, come on! I've seen Waterworld. You can survive with no land.
Magic runs out.
There's not. That's water still solid. Like in a sense, it can hold you up. You know what Sky does? It doesn't do that.
Sky is a son of a bitch.
It is. It is a son of a bitch. So let's introduce our new characters. Aaron, please introduce your new crew member.
Oh, hey, this is Aaron. I will be playing Kellen Hiskin, a Lowlands born engineer.
A Lowlands born.
Magic Arcanotech engineer.
Yes. Very good. And then Tom, who is your new character?
I am playing Lucius. He was another frontiersman who was stolen by the Darklings when he was a child, and only in the last few years managed to escape. They experimented on him quite harshly.
Damn those Darklings.
Yep. And then the new captain of the Tinder Branch.
I've inherited the Tinder Branch.
Yeah, Narius is sick. He is fallen ill thanks to the plague, a poison by a cult assassin.
Of course they tried to assassinate us.
Yes. There were quite a few assassins in the last episode.
Oh my. Okay. Well, I'm glad I managed to make it out safely.
Oh yeah, there's a whole cult that's trying to do all this.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I was on vacation.
Yeah.
Wait, we have a cult after all?
Well, you had to stop a famine.
That's what I was doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had to stop a famine. I'm playing Orin Hispix. She is a botanist with a blade. A action botanist. I like that better. And apparently is now the captain of the Tender Branch. I hope I can live up to this position.
You have seniority over there.
I do have seniority.
I don't know.
Orin Hispix, action botanist.
Yes.
Isn't that a segment from A Prairie Home Companion?
I hope so.
Actually, that's one of the lesser appreciated branches of Tesla Dyne.
Prairie Home Companion, if you're listening, you're welcome. With you for your new script idea.
I thought it was done.
No. Garrison Keeler retired, but the show goes up.
Okay, good. So
anyway, this is Bill. I am playing Valdemar Ranko, the Tinkerer Alchemist.
Yes, because you have two now technically skilled characters because you're dealing with the Beast of Alloy, which is
that's actually useful.
Yeah, it's very useful. It's a giant war machine.
It probably kills people.
Yes, it is part of a prophecy about three beasts that have been released and will destroy all the kingdoms of the kin and then destroy the children of the dark. This is what the blind prophet who the crew of the...
Did we get Jerry?
Jerry, that was his name.
Yeah.
We forgot his name.
Prophecy came in opposite order.
I think it was Jerry.
Let we be destroyed first and then born? Or rescued
it was
saved?
Jeff or...
If it destroys children
I know
of Shadow
Jeff.
first,
We'll call
then
Jerry.
Problem we not be having so much.
But that's children dying, though. That's a problem. That's an issue.
They're not actual kids.
Not literal children. It's metaphorical.
It still sounds bad, though.
As the crew is getting... You have a new crew.
And they're bickering.
50, and also you got 50 NPC red shirts.
This is RPPR. That was nowhere near the level of bickering.
No.
That was quality band.
They're bantering.
So...
Nobody's talked about shooting a crowd.
Let's introduce the characters to the game mechanics a little bit. So, Kellen, as you're looking at the engine, you see it. They were It's not in the best of shape. In fact, it's in a pretty terrible shape right now because they recently were dealing with the Beast of Scale, which emitted clouds of hot steam that damaged everything. They used magic to dull its impact, but it caused some long-term damage. And as they docked, someone brought in a crate of questionable rations that had some arc rats in them, which are magically...
Lightning rats?
Arc rats, yeah. They chew on cables and feast on
Kizik from Transformers.
So I am going to make this a one card. Well, let's now. The first thing is about Upwind is that before you resolve an encounter, first you negotiate stakes.
Okay.
So the ship is not. In your expert opinion, it is not airworthy.
The ship was put together by monkeys? I guess your job was to fix it.
You need to fix it, and you need to do it quick because the Beast of Alloy has been spotted, and several fleets are heading towards it. And you need to be out there because the Tinder Branch is the foremost expert in dealing with beasts because you've taken care of one.
We lucked into it.
Yeah. So
We found them and took care of one.
So we will also. I can determine how challenging a given play is by setting it from 1 to 3 cards. 1 is the easiest, 3 is the hardest. That represents how many cards I get to play against you. And all my cards always have to be of the same suit. But I can choose any of the suits in my one hand. So.
We need to draw cards.
Yes. Draw 6 from your regular hand and 4 from your potential hand. I'm teaching people the game every session. Yay! Well, hopefully...
Listen to the entirety of the podcast, and you too, listeners, can become experts at Upwind.
Yes. So, the ship is not airworthy in your expert opinion. You can do a lot of different things to fix it, but how drastic, and do you want to just fix it, or do you want to make it better? So let's talk about stakes. Like, how far do you want to go? Like, how there's arc rat infestation, the wiring's lousy, some of the wood's warped from all the steam. So you got to do a lot, and you got to do it fast.
Some crew were melted into the hull.
Wow.
Come, sweet release of death.
Well, the nice thing about that, wait, though. The nice thing about that is that if you can actually connect some of their bones in a certain way, it becomes a nice replacement.
No!
Okay, I guess apparently some of the crew members did. You had to get some new crew members.
Not on my ship!
Yeah.
Not on my ship!
Well, have you ever heard of electro bone power?
I'm not flying a ship of bones!
That's a theme.
I will not fly a graveyard.
So it's not a flying graveyard. It's a flying narrow circuit.
Yeah.
Do you know how you become the next beast? That's how you become the next beast.
A little bit, yeah. So the bare minimum to just get it airworthy, the simple repairs, replacing what you can, and getting it underway in a few hours would be a 1-card challenge. But that's not going to give any bonuses. If you want to have, for example, I'll be nice, I'll give you a 2-card cash
Type
for
R
some
strikes.
upgrades. I'll make that a 2-card challenge, or a 2-card play. And if you want to go, you could go up to 3 cards if you want to specify some other improvement to the card. Now, the cash is a story cash, which means anyone can use that cash when it relates to the ship's piloting.
Okay.
You
like
can
a
make
tag.
it go faster. You can make it. Yeah, you could bolt on some new armaments, so you could get another cash, but that would make it a 3-card challenge by supercharging in some way or something else. And that's so I'm suggesting the stakes if you succeed as well. But you can go back, and then once we settle what you do when you succeed, we'll figure out what happens if you fail, and then we resolve it. So what are you thinking? Because it's a negotiation every time.
Okay. So the immediate necessity is going to be getting rid of the pests first, because if they're not taken out, they'll just create more damage for the ship. So I am...
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You can specify all of the repairs. You have multiple things there, but we're resolving everything at once. All of the repairs. So, like, the arc rats, the people in the ship's hull, apparently. Which you guys... I said no, but you're like, no, you argued about it so much that it must have happened. And the warp wood...
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Please release us from this horrible existence.
Apparently, yeah.
Be quiet and hand me that spanner.
In fact, okay, yeah, I will say it's a 3-card challenge if you want to get poor Ensign Steve off the ship intact so that someone can magically remove the wood from his beam. So we can make this big damn hero thing. Or you could remove the story cache. If you want all 3, that's a 3-card challenge. You just want 2, That's 2-card challenge. If you just want the repair, that's obviously
Steve's gonna be in there
forever.
So, see,
Well,
because I look, sir, like I understand your position. I mean, I'm
okay.
a loyal
So the first thing, and you said that for most of this
the pain
damage,
isn't mine,
is it external or internal damage? That's the.
It's all over, and it doesn't matter. Like again, this is not like we're making multiple rolls. We're resolving.
I know it's
everything.
resolved. I'm trying to figure out what it was.
So what do you want to do? What happens if you succeed?
All right, so I want to be able to rid the ship of the vermin, so we don't incur more.
No,
damage.
that's all implied. So I'm
yeah,
talking
so-
about the game mechanic. I'm talking about explicit in game terms. You
What
repair the
ability
ship.
was?
Get a card cache, giving you a bonus later
Yeah.
on to fly, and saving port instant Steve.
Yeah, those are the three.
So
things,
those are do you want all 3 things? Do you want 2 things, or do you want 1 thing?
I would want 3 things, but I do have
Okay.
a question though.
Sure.
So going back to the
You
artifact.
can make it easier by doing something else to give you a disadvantage later on. For example, you could take a wound by something exploding in your face. I would make that a 2-card challenge if you take a minor wound.
Okay.
And getting all 3 things.
Okay.
So this is if you succeed, though. So
All right.
Does that sound acceptable?
That sounds acceptable. Although I do have a question.
Sure.
Again, with the artifact, the chest of necessity, I'll go for it.
Okay.
You have what? Like if when you said that I had to play a face card in order to be able to utilize
Yes.
that, correct? And that does that need to be in the same suit as the challenge?
No,
or?
it's a face card. Let me look it up again. But no, this will be before the play, and that will prevent you from having that card. Let's see here. The card provides a story bonus in that. Basically, right now you're in port.
Okay.
So I will say, yeah, if you discard a play card from your current play hand, you will get I will reduce it by another card.
Just wait another card.
So
Okay.
if you take a minor wound and discard a face card, you'll be a 1-card challenge to get everything.
Okay. So I will go ahead and do that. So I will
And aces obviously count as face cards.
Yeah. So I will discard
Yeah,
Bankman.
make a separate pile. All right.
So
That is a king?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you can draw. It's from your play hand, so draw back up.
Okay.
I mean, that is your play hand, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My potential hands over here.
And your potential is arc, so that is
Yes.
fine. Okay. Or club. So, all right. So it's a 1-card challenge, but you will take a minor wound if you succeed. Now let's talk
Okay.
about what happens if you fail this.
All right.
So if you fail, your ship will still be repaired. You still be skyworthy because, like, one of the principles is that the story needs to go on. So we can't just say no. The game ends.
You die. Let's go home.
Yeah. Well, if you don't go on, if the ship can't fly, you can't go on the adventure.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
the ship explodes.
however, poor Steve is still stuck. And so are the arc rats now. They're stuck. You sort of transmogrified when you should have electrified, and you sort of magically zigged when you
But,
sort of
Ross,
zagged.
I still like to think that Steve has that stiff upper lip, like, well, whatever you decide to do, sir. I mean,
Yeah, oh yeah. Steve is a player. He is a team player.
thank God for
But the
Steve.
arc rats will be in there. And so
Well-
they will come back to haunt your ship at a later, or they'll be there. And
whatever happens to Steve, he gets a medal.
he does get a medal.
I might have a plan for it.
And you won't get the cash. So that's what will happen. But you'll still take the minor wound. Well, no, I'll say you won't take the minor wound, but you won't get the cash.
Okay, so that's,
But you also trap the arc rats in the hull
so that's what happens if I don't succeed.
if you
so-
fail.
All right, so this will
So
be
it's a 1-card challenge. What ability are you? What are
It
you
goes
using?
without saying, don't fail.
this one an eye for Arcanotech. So
Well, how many? What is that rated at?
3.
So in what suit?
That's spades.
So you can use up to 3 spade cards for your bid.
Okay.
I only get to use 1 card.
Okay. So
Because Ross sucks.
All right.
Except don't say that or he'll crush you in a...
Don't make enemies.
he said I can use up to
All
3.
right. So you can use up to 3 spade cards, right?
This is a man.
Alright.
This is a man that
Alright.
kills grudges.
So we flip them, and also before you reveal the cards, this is when you say if you want to use a cash or not.
Okay, so
But you obviously at the beginning of the game, you
yeah, I
probably
don't know how to
wanna
use
do
the
that.
cash. So
All right. So let's see here. That is
13, 14, 15. So
15. All right, that beats a 10. I'm choosing not to crown it, even though I could because it involves wisdom. Let's see what would... Actually, no, I'll crown it anyways, but it's just a 2, so... 15 beats a 12. So you take a minor wound, though, because you managed to free poor Steve.
I accept this though, and I draw back up from my.
Well, hold on. Let's find out how many cards you will be able to draw back up to.
Okay.
Wounds work like this. Minor wounds, I take the top card off my deck, which is a 4.
Okay.
Then I divide it by 3, and then round down. So this is a 1. So you lose 1 card from your play hand until you heal.
Okay.
So you're down to 5 cards.
So I just, yeah.
So you draw back up to 5.
All right. Cool.
All right, so that was to show you the basic mechanics.
The
main thing is
sir,
negotiating.
you don't have to, sir. It's like, I don't.
And negotiation is for stakes, like what happens in the game.
What you want.
And we would just mark down wounds on consequences?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just say you're at 5 cards. It'll take you about 3 days to heal, assuming you're not.
No, it's work on there. We're rat free.
Yep.
We got
now you have a 2-card cache, your ship, so you can put that in cache somewhere.
Okay.
And anyone can tap that for anything.
A 2-card cache for the ship.
Yeah.
Ship.
Yeah, it's a group thing. I mean, you can mark it on there. So,
Okay.
let's now do our little thing.
You know what? I bet I'll Steve something. Well, I don't want to cause a fuss, sir.
Yeah. Valdemar, you are also army. You're at Outpost Stalwart, which is in the lowlands, sort of in the middle, and it's an important military outpost for the Explorer Guild. And the Tender Branch has come back and is refitting. Killian is already you see poor Ensign Steve being carried out as several planks of hull and on a crane, and he's like, "It's okay, I'm okay."
You'll be amazed that that plank of oak has actually completely replaced your pancreatic function.
Like, I don't want to cause a fuss, sir. It's fine.
So McGillen, the quartermaster, is arguing with you at this point. There's apparently everyone needs weapons and gun and spark powder now for armaments. So this is going to be a challenge to see, one, if you want the basic armaments of the ship, so you can go out without any bonuses or penalties. That'll be a 1-card play. But you could try and requisition special equipment or whittle information out of them. I will say if you fail, I will have a 2-card cache to use against you because you are inadequately armed.
Okay. And you have the whole deck, right?
Yeah, I have the whole deck. I don't have a potential hand. So this is obviously going to be more of a social thing, but you can negotiate what you want. How do you want to deal with this guy?
And face cards count 10?
Face cards always count 10, yeah.
Okay, that's more
whether you can crown them or not
do
depends on the
right
thing.
now. Yeah.
Ace is always crowned.
I will go ahead and risk the 2-card.
Which ability?
I do not think this is so.
Okay, yeah.
I do not think that maybe things are quite as dire as
Okay,
you
so
were
are
saying.
you just going for the 1-card challenge, or
No, the 2-card.
Okay, so what do you want for your? Well, that's how many I get. Like,
Yeah.
So what do you want to happen if you succeed? You could have an armament cache. You could have some other advantage. You could get story. You could whittle story information out of them. Why are there such a run on some weapons? Right
I would like to know why that is. Yes.
Okay. He will give you secret information about this and the proper armaments for your ship.
All right.
And let's talk about what happens if you fail.
Okay.
If you fail, let's say, as he is telling you, someone overhears this conversation and will, let's say, impose a new complication because you've overheard information you are not supposed to hear.
Right.
And impose something upon the ship, the nature of which you do not know. So that's going to be a 2-card challenge on my part.
Okay.
And let's see here. What do I want to use? We'll do that. All right. All right, so we know our stakes.
Yep.
And we can play for it.
Okay.
I have a 13.
Okay. I have 18, and since this is negotiation, I do crown.
Yep.
So
we'll count for that.
Just off the top?
Yes.
All right.
Another 10. All right, you succeeded by a wide margin, so this can give you more information. It's a spectacular sort of manner, so he'll give you information about more than just one faction, because he reveals it seems like there's a war brewing, or everyone is positioning themselves because they've heard about the Beast of Alloy. There have been numerous sightings of this thing, and it's a massive fortress made out of the Master's Alloy, which is a incredibly rare and valuable metal.
Unobtainium.
Yeah, it's unobtainium because you cannot manufacture it yourself. You can the kin can smelt it down and reforge it, but it's like Valerian steel in Game of Thrones. It's like really, and a whole fortress made out of this shit. There are 3 kingdoms right now.
How is that possibly flight worthy?
That's a very good question. That's another reason why it's so valuable.
So,
Easy. It's fueled by the souls of the damned.
I'm wondering about its conductivity, too.
Kind of like Steve.
No one's been able to get near it yet because it's filled to the brim with arc weapons and cog warriors that attack anything that's nearby, but it seems to be on a schizophrenic course. No one can tell where it's going or what it's going to do next. But there are 3 kingdoms in particular that want it. Bright, which is near the arid section. It's a theocracy, very dry, a lot of mining ore stuff up there. Fortress, which is in the highlands, it's a military kingdom. And Loft, which is also in the highlands, and it's a merchant trading kingdom. All 3 of them have sent their navies there, and they have kept the explorers' knights from being able to get too close to them because everyone has laid claim to it. It's like
They've laid claim to the weapon of mass destruction.
yes.
Like you do.
They have not yet started shooting at each other, but they have. It is threatening the balance of power in the entire kingdom, and all that military power chasing that massive fortress is also making everyone more vulnerable to invasions from the Children of the Dark. So it's quite the conundrum. So because you got so well, I'll give you a 1 card cash for intel. So anytime that intel comes up, I will let you do that. So, but you've heard now. You already know about the complication. If you head out now, you'll just see a blockade of 3 different fleets that will probably shoot you down if you get too close without, and also they're probably going to start shooting each other. So it's powder play, matches.
So we might be able to see about sending an envoy there.
Getting some sort of letter.
Well, there are 3. Plus the whole thing. No ship apparently has been able to get close to. Been able to land on it anyway because it's heavily. It's a berserk rogue fortress filled with automated defenses. So, well, it's flying. All right, it's totally different. It's totally different than that 13th agent.
But we know where it is right now.
You do have a lead on its location.
Okay.
There are some Explorer Night ships following it right now.
Okay.
So you could use, you basically, because maps are kind of weird when everything's in motion.
And 3D.
They have what they call spherometers and navigation needles. Navigation needles are little shards that are attuned to a particular other thing. So you put the needle in the spherometer and it'll point you in the direction, the waypoint you need to go to. Every ship has a chest full of them. And that kind of thing. So, you guys can discuss which of the 3 kingdoms you want to go to first, or if you want to go check out the thing first. But you already know what's going to happen if you go there.
Yeah.
Listen, first, I would like to welcome you all to my ship. I inherited it through untoward means. I
assume our crewmate that used to be part of the hull was
happened not on my watch. The previous captain was in charge while that happened.
Do you mind if I ask what happened to him?
He's just sick. Assassins.
Oh, okay. So.
What?
Well,
Look, we discovered the beasts.
Do we know what guild we're going against? Are they still after us?
The assassins are still after us, yes.
Oh, well.
They want to stop us from stopping the beasts. But that is another complication.
And why is this?
They're crazy. Who knows?
They relish in
seeing the
their own
world
destruction.
I think so.
But why would they want to destroy the world where we are right now?
Some men only
don't
want
know.
to watch the world burn.
Your guess is as good as mine.
But it seems like you could just burn something in a pile and be just as happy.
All right.
Perhaps they are cold and wish to be warm while the world is burning.
Regardless of their temperature, I suggest we go to the Merchant Kingdom. They're most likely to bargain.
I am agreeable to this.
Yes, you've usually been able to.
History with
You have a history with
brides.
Lost. Oh,
No, do you?
interesting. Perhaps we could put that to use.
It was my homeland until I had no homeland.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So I was like, I heard of the travelers going down. I can work on the docks for most of my youth. So until nights.
Indeed. So,
all right.
by the by, do we draw back up after every scene? Is that basically?
Your play hand, you always draw
Yes,
back up.
yeah. Potential hand slower, yeah.
Yeah, is based on
You usually get
in-game time.
Right.
So it's about 6 hours per potential hand.
Yup. Okay.
So, and then obviously, so you want to go to Loft. Loft is the closest, I'll say, because at this particular time, the kingdoms, have their own sort of orbits. Kingdom of Loft, collection of principalities, baronies, and duchies that are so complex and contentious in its internal politics that no outsider could help to understand the intricacies. Large nation is one of the richest and most populous in the realms, and if not for the constant political infighting, Loft could be the dominant power among the kingdoms in the light. Country has what navigators call a high loft, meaning it includes islands from a wide range of altitudes. So they have a massive trade fleet. It's also ruled by the Sky King. His Royal Grace Anders Evans Verlode.
Don't grovel. I hate it when people grovel.
Yeah. Is the currently crowned Sky King. And I will say his island, is actually almost above Outpost Star Wars at this time. So it's less than a day's travel.
Okay.
You can just float right on up.
Yeah.
And dock nearby. So
How much? Oh.
I suggest we do not come on behalf of the Explorer Knights. Loft, etc., seems to not want us involved. We come incognito.
I perhaps have angle on this business.
You have angle. Okay.
I'm not very good with incognito.
And what's your name again, officer?
Valdemar.
Valdemar. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to be working together.
Indeed.
well, I mean, you're not going to be able to get access. Explorer Knights could easily get access to the Sky King. But if you don't, you'd have to have a hell of a cover in order to.
Yeah. What's your angle?
Ross, tell me if I can't
Sure.
do this. And I am looking at my potentials and just trying to line things up. Could I, with a strong enough hand, say that there is some past circumstance under which the Sky King owes me a favor?
Oh, certainly.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You could definitely do that. Yeah, you can. Make up story elements whenever you mistakes. So you could say like the person you're fighting is your long lost brother, and he joins your side because of a misunderstanding or something like that. Yeah. You can. It's sort of it's called the Q system because it's a quantum. It's uncertain until the play is made. So you can say in this timeline things are awesome, and I can say
this timeline
everything's on fire and it's your fault.
I would like to say that.
Well, first, let's get up there.
Fine.
let me set the scene a little bit. Because first you have to get an audience and explain why you're going to do that. So there probably won't play just to get there. You fly up. It takes you about a day.
So,
Upwind.
how are the engines running now on a
They're doing quite fine.
All right, just keep that going.
Even
keep that
under
going.
the extra load from all the supplies we have?
Well, no, you only bartered for the standard supplies and extra information. Yeah, don't.
Look here, Billups.
You have intel.
Yeah, Billups, you over here. No, now we might be able to get at least 10, maybe 15% more efficiency on this if you put your hand between those two receivers. No, it's just going to be a mild shock,
You're crew
and you're going to be feeling a tingling for the rest of the day. But I swear that will actually get us better.
All right.
I've done it myself all the time. What are you talking
You have
about?
a crew of 50, by the way, on the ship that you can order around. So as you're flying to Loft, you do see a merchant ship flying down towards Stalwart, but it flags you as you're passing. As captain, do you want to go talk to them or not?
Are they from Loft?
They look like they're.
Are they like flying Loft flags or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's stop.
Okay. So the two ships, you two
align.
Align. You throw a rope bridge over, essentially, or planks, essentially, gangway. And the captain, who you're going to meet the captain, I guess.
Of course.
So the captain is there. Hello, my name is Captain. Let's see here. Leah. Leah.
Pleasure to meet you, Leah.
Yes. She says, I hoped to see the Explorer Knights. We'd heard that they are allied with. Is it true that you've allied with Fortress yet? Just because they're the powerful military?
Where did you hear such a thing?
Well, the rumors are flying,
and rumors are rumors.
Yes. Have you allied with any of the other powers yet?
I cannot speak for the Explorer Knights as a whole. We are a complicated organization full of very independent people. But to my knowledge, we have not allied with anybody. The Explorer Knights are their own faction.
Okay. So, where are you, Lucas, as this going on?
I'm kind of just hanging on the ship, staying quiet.
Okay.
I don't like to unless I'm actually needed to talk to somebody.
Okay.
And like break their spirit. That's kind of what I do.
So you sense, you can continue to talk to her if you want. If you could try and make a play if you want to, try and figure out why she's there or something like that, or try and get some information. Otherwise, she's just asking you for rumors.
Yeah.
But you, Lucius, sorry. Lucius, you think you see a motion, or like there's a distortion in a cloud near the merchant ship, or in front, between you and the what? Nah, it's nothing. So do you want to make a play?
Yes I do.
Okay. So there's some sort of motiony, blurry thing that's moving around the other ship. And did it move to your ship? Did it just leap to your ship?
I don't like that. That's not
so good. What do you want to do? Do you want a narrow outcome to identify it? Do you want a big outcome to identify it and deal with the whatever it is? Or...
No, I was like, God damn it, I don't have...
Well, you have your potential, too. And one of yours is a mental attack, so if it's a living thing with a mind, you could affect it.
Yeah. What the hell?
Okay, so what do you want to do if you succeed?
Make it reveal itself.
Make it reveal itself. All right, that's fine. I'll just say it's a one-card play. It's a very narrow outcome. So if you fail, though, I will say it stuns you, and you lose. You will be unable to act. You will be unable to warn anybody until it does whatever it's setting out to do.
Fair enough.
So.
and my.
What are you using?
Mental. I will use your mental attack.
All right, and that's one of your potential. What is that rated at?
2.
All right, so I just said 1. So. All right, ready?
Ready. It's 12. Aaron will be my official relay.
Yeah. All right. No, I did. All right. I only put a 3 down because I figure I can beat you 2 versus 1. So save those good cards for later.
Oh, geez.
Exactly my thoughts.
Yeah. But you reveal it. It is a person in some sort of weird Arcano cloak sort of suit, Arcano tech kind of suit that sort of distorted his motion, or like his perception of him, kind of a little bit like a predator. But he's already leapt on board. You reveal him as he jumps on board your ship and latches on with like.
And once he's just like actually just interloper.
All right, so you yell that out.
Okay.
So all right, who wants to make a play?
I would like to make a play.
All right, what do you want to do?
I immediately draw my blade of grass on Leah. I assume we're kind of like halfway between our ships.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're basically going to gang walk over the void.
Yeah. I motion for her to step back to my ship, and for her crew to stay on hers.
Okay. So do you want that to actually happen?
Yes.
Okay.
I want that to happen because we have talking to do now.
All right, so you're trying to capture her to interrogate her.
It's a harsh word.
Also, yes.
Yes.
All right. She does have her crew there. It's a merchant ship. It's larger than your ship. They outnumber you 2 to 1, 100 people to 50.
But we're explorers.
You're better armed too,
and cooler.
You're very cool.
Yeah.
I will say, all right. If you fail this, she leaps back to her own ship, and the crew immediately breaks away, damaging your ships as they pull away in fear.
Okay.
And leaving you vulnerable to the attacker, who will set off his explosive.
Oh, he has an explosive.
Well, he does now.
Okay. Can
Do you want to modify?
I'll leave that to one of my crew members.
Well, that's going to be another play.
Of course.
It's going to happen if you fail.
Oh, yeah, I want the captain.
All right.
Somebody else has to deal with that guy.
All right.
I'm going to be using my skill, a persuasive skill, to try and talk her over to my side. Rose in its thorns.
Okay.
It is a 2-card thing.
Do you want her to reveal anything, or for you to gain any sort of insight aside from you capturing her?
The thing.
Yes. I would like to get her to our side of the ship. I want her to explain to me where she heard those rumors, what her purpose is in going to the Exploratites, and why that thing was on her ship.
Okay, so you're a full interrogation.
Full harsh word.
All right. All right.
Also,
two things, but also even if you succeed, you'll not be able to do anything to intervene against the attacker.
Right, that's their job.
All right, yeah, that's fine. So 2 cards. All right, ready?
Yes.
All right. This is not combat, by the way, because you're not. Well, I guess you're using a weapon against her, so I guess it would count.
Oh, yeah.
So.
All right. Bada boom.
But it doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah.
19 versus your 15.
Crown.
Is that?
Charisma. Negotiation.
All right, charisma. All right.
All right, and that.
It's more forceful authority, but you're trying. I'll let it.
All right.
So with that, does that beat the 19?
Yes.
All right.
That is 15 plus 7.
Okay.
So, Leah, listen. I understand that you might be concerned, but that's no reason to be so harsh. I gesture back to the person on our ship. We're not disagreeable, but perhaps it would be best if you walked over to our ship, of your own volition, of course, and we had a bit of a chat.
Okay. And she says, I had nothing to do with it. They wanted, another merchant offered me big money to get rumors from the night. And then we'll find out if the bomb goes off or not.
Right.
So who's wanting to intervene with the bomb? All right. So thanks to Lucius, you're warned.
What's your plan on this one? Because, well, and I'll ask for my ability as a question, if depending on what Bill wants to do. Would my spark jump just be for myself, or could I actually teleport?
Yeah, actually, that's another thing. We can bring up teamwork and collective plays. You can do things. You can make a play to make his task easier, for example, or you could contribute a card from an ability to add a 2 or a 3 to his.
Okay.
If you have something over a 3, then you can add it, but it only counts as a 2. Okay. But any consequences, the consequences will be raised because you're helping. And they will certainly apply to you as well. So that's it's not a free. Let's just give +2 to.
No, yeah, I figured it would be tandem.
So, what do you want to use teamwork, or do you want to make your own play? Because we don't know what he wants to do yet.
So, what was your plan?
Got one in my pack to chuck some sort of tiny cog automaton at him to probably discombobulate him, and I mean, if I can do really well, say that it's actually a well, I was thinking more like a destructor swarm.
Okay,
but
sure.
Whatever the cog tech version of that is.
All right. So you want to get rid of him?
A foot that crushes
Well,
something.
the bomb.
All right, you want to get rid of the bomb.
Yeah.
He is throwing the bomb through a porthole into the engine room or near it.
Directly me, so.
So you can disable the bomb. That's easier than getting rid of him altogether.
Okay. Well, I don't want to get rid of him.
I want to catch him.
You want to catch him? Okay.
Yeah, I want to catch him and disable the bomb.
Okay. That's definitely going to be. You want to catch him and disable. That's definitely going to be a 3-card play.
Okay.
He's a tricky kind of person.
So if you can help with that,
the bomb. So if you want me to catch him, then I can disable it. So.
Well, if you can just use teamwork to help him do that, or you can make your own play with one of the others.
I mean, at a macro level, if he's throwing it through a porthole into the engine room, do you have anything where you can just pretty much intuitively slam? And it knocks the bomb back to him.
Actually, yeah, personalized invention of the punt court.
Well, if you want to be able to take him out with the bomb, that's going to be a 3-card thing. If you just want to stop the bomb, that's going to be easier to do.
Okay, so yeah, part of me would be almost catch fry.
You could also catch the bomb and disarm it in time to keep it.
That's what I was thinking. Disable through arcane
That's going to be a
magic.
3-card play though, because it's not. It's pretty heroic.
Do it.
Definitely. All right, so it's a 3-card play. This will make it for you just catching him. So that's going to be 2-card. You could use your device to disable his suit or wrap him up in a techno net.
Yeah, I think that works.
So all right, 3-card play for you to catch and disarm the bomb before it can go off. I will say if you succeed, you get the bomb itself, which is a relic. So a one-time relic, obviously, it's a special bomb. But if you fail, you will take a major wound, or the engine will be severely damaged. Actually, no, the engine will. I'll say no. You've actually it won't be the engine room because you caught it before it got in the engine room. So it will take out a big chunk of the ship and some of the crew. And you will take a major wound. Okay. So that's if you fail. If you succeed, though, So, if you want to discard a face card now, I could say you could have a bomb suit that you pulled on quickly. All right,
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out.
All right.
So, and I can use potential for this in my
you sure can. What do you want to do?
electrifying presence to go ahead.
Do you want to use that for your actual play, or do you want to use that just discard? Do a random discard.
Actually, take that back. That will be lightning rod specifically, since this is defense. So I'm basically taking in there and using that to shut it down.
Okay,
So
that you'll be using that to do that. So,
Yeah.
are you using any caches or anything? Your ship one could apply, for example.
I could use. Yeah, would it be okay? Well, one card, one shift on that too. So that'll give me an extra card.
All right. So let's see here. Well, all right. So if you succeed, either way, you will save the engine room from being destroyed because you caught it before it reaches the engine room. But if you fail, you will take a major wound, which is the card value divided by 2 instead of 3, and you will lose some crew members. And as a result of losing some crew members, you will have to explain this to the Explorer Knights why you took such an unnecessary risk.
Okay, so and I play 3 cards because of that, correct?
If that's your ability.
2 plus the one I played on the ship. So.
Well, the one is a random draw from your deck.
Oh, it's a random draw
From the
my
top
deck.
of your deck. So you just draw the top from your...
Well, play your cards first.
After
No, from your play hand.
I know. No, this is. Oh, so I would play it.
So cash is... So so you're using your potential, right?
Yes.
And it's a 2-card one?
Yes.
So you pick 2 cards, put them face down.
Okay. And then.
Once we reveal them, you take the top one from your play deck and add that to it.
Not your hand, your deck.
Yeah.
That's one.
Well, no, your play deck.
Your play deck.
Oh, my play
The
deck.
larger one, yeah.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, no problem.
All right, actually, wait. Yeah. All right, ready?
Yep.
All right. I have a 16. The jack definitely involving trickery and deception.
Yep.
So I will crown that.
Let's see. And
Ace
Ace's
always
crowning
take.
play regardless of circumstance.
Ace is always crowned.
But I also have my other play from this one.
Yes. So you get 2 more cards.
So 10.
I think you got it. You think you got it? So what did you get? So you got
35.
35 versus a 30. Let's see.
No, 23.
Yeah, 23.
Oh, so just mine now.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, so you have a relic. Good job. You saved that, but the assassin is still on the loose.
Hey,
I like
Mr.
when
Slippery.
I just
Catch.
All right, you went to that.
Donk.
All right, so let's talk about your
What's your character's name?
your stakes. So you're just
Killing
wanting to
his
catch
king.
him intact, I assume.
Yes.
So you can carry it.
It's
I'll say that's 2.
somebody threw away.
Because you've got the bomb out of the way. He made his own play. I will say if you succeed, you capture him intact. However, he will be rendered. He will be injured, so he will not be able to talk for a while because he is severely injured, broken bones, and knocked out, and that kind of thing. So it'll take some time to heal up, unless you use magic to heal him. Unless you want to make it harder and capture him totally intact.
go big or go home.
All right, so that's a 3-card challenge.
Okay.
Totally intact, but without a suit. Actually, if you want a suit too, that would add a 1-card challenge cache because if you want to keep the suit intact as well.
Nah, let's
Okay.
just.
So his suit will be damaged. You'll lose all. You won't be able to loot any cool gear off of it. All right,
fine.
it's a 3-card challenge. So if you capture him, he's intact. He's obviously not going to want to talk, but you'll have some clues from another interrogation.
Okay.
That'll be another play, obviously. If you fail, though, he will be able to. He leaps out into the void, activating the cloak, and disappears. You don't know if he just falls or if he might have wind potential and be able to fly away himself. He will come back to bedevil you.
All right.
And let's see here. And but I'll say even if you succeed, his friends will know about it. They will return to either end him or rescue him at some point in the future. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you are doing that. It's obviously a combat kind of thing. This is their 3-card challenge. Any other modification? Are you using any caches?
I will go ahead and use the intel cache.
Okay. Yeah. he told you, there's this crazy cult called the Circle.
Yeah.
They've been attacking your ship before, so you should know about it. Well, you should hear about this.
They poisoned the last captain.
Yeah. They're real jerks. They might try and attack you again. They're heavily armed, too. All right. 3 cards.
Yep.
All right. Combat, obviously.
Also combat.
All right.
So that's from that. Oh, man. And then this is from the cash.
Yep.
So
That's
1924. I've only got 27.
I have 39.
Well,
All right. So you throw the net gun, you launch the net gun at him, or the net cog at him. He expertly dodges with inhuman grace before pirouetting off the railing, off the hull of the ship, fading into nothingness.
cultists.
Or turning invisible. But before he does, he fires a pistol that leaves a brand shaped with the circle symbol on the hull of your ship. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
So it looks really cool as he does that.
Looking at the porthole. Damn it, I have to buff that again.
That will be I will say, a 3-card Circle Assassin challenge cache that I will use. So I can only use 1 card at a time.
True.
One at a time. So.
So I want to talk to Leah.
Yes, you do have hers. You did get 1 prisoner. So for free, she tells you that another merchant she didn't know at Loft offered her a lot of money in order to get the latest rumors about what was going on. She knew that your ship was coming and really wanted her to talk to Captain Oren. Captain Hisbix, because he would know everything about this. And money, fortunes are made on intelligence or not. But she totally believed that it was based on money. It was about markets. There is a bit of some of the investors and bankers in Loft are worried about some sort of impeding economic crisis, and they want to shore up their fortunes before the economy goes bust again.
Volatile.
It is a volatile
economy.
She mutters something about tulips. Damn.
Fantasy?
Oh, well.
So
Tulips. What's that?
You realize, with Lucius also being an expert inquisitor, or you realize she was a dupe. Whoever set her up for this, paid the assassin, or was also the same person who arranged for the assassin to be on board.
Of course.
When you go there, one of the crew members is missing. I assume you take her back to her ship.
Of course, yeah.
One of the crew members is missing, who was a new guy. No one kept to himself.
Never trust an Igor.
It's the new guy.
Yeah. So
Excuse me for a second.
yeah, she was an innocent dude, but she
my
feels
God.
really bad about this.
Okay.
And she says she can give you a letter of introduction to anyone you want.
Of course.
Like the Royal Trading Company, which is the best way to get in with the Sky King, because he's really interested in making more money for the kingdom right now.
Write out that introduction for us, Leah, and I have a mission to go on right now, but when I get back, let's catch up and talk about those tulips.
No, you need to get out of them. You don't understand. There's a tulip bubble.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm a gardener by trade, you see.
Oh, no, it's the people spending too much money on them. Everyone thought it was a surefire investment. And then they started betting on making sure that the tulip market would keep growing, and it's never stopped. There's a bubble. You don't understand.
The tulip bubble's going to pop, of course.
Yes.
Can be a tulip bomb?
You have to diversify your garden. It can't just be one flower.
What the hell are you talking about?
They pay 10,000 coins for a single tulip.
What?
Yes.
That's absurd.
It is. No, it's basically the housing crisis, but with bubbles, or with tulips, or with the actual tulip bubble back in the Netherlands, which is a real thing. There was a tulip bubble hundreds of years ago.
Really? Wow.
Yes, in the Netherlands.
Oh, yeah. I thought everybody knew about that.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah, sorry to get all glancy for a bit, but
no, that's actually really cool.
There's actually, if you Google tulip bubble, there's it ruined kingdoms. It's
That's amazing.
It destroyed thousands of lives.
I
It
love
destroyed
that.
thousands of lives. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
No, I would love to talk about this, Leah. Here's my card.
When as you're getting within sight of the sky docks for Loft, you realize that the tulip bubble may explain why Loft is so eager to get a hold of this fortress.
Flowers aren't working. Get a weapon of war instead.
No. Like
Just any kind of capital to move into some other main driver in the economy.
They need a massive infusion of cash
of capital in order to stave off a recession or depression. So they.
That's why they're so desperate.
Yeah, so why they're so eager to do it right now. So, in fact, as you're going on there, you see angry-looking vendors selling tulips by the roadside. They're collectible. Get all of them now.
I take a flower out of my hair and pass it. Perhaps you'd best look into other markets.
Oh,
Your tulip babies are very valuable. Each one is authenticated.
No, the one person that takes your flower you gave him.
Yeah.
10 years later, he's a billionaire.
Yeah, that's the one.
Chrysanthemums for sale!
Yeah.
what?
Only tulips, sorry.
No, but this person goes into chrysanthemums.
Oh.
So yeah.
Anticipates the next market.
Mums is big business, you know?
Mom's the word.
Also,
Nobody, it was
So, hey, can I copyright that phrase? Thank you.
so unbeknownst to everybody, Loft was also populated heavily by sloths, so massive market.
all right. I'm glad we got that out of the way. So... you're in Loft. You have a letter of introduction to the Royal Trading Company.
Oh, sorry, before we go, do I figure out anything else about the bomb, or sorry, to ask?
It is a anti-ship weapon. You can use it to disable a ship, and thus you don't
Hence
even.
the name.
Yeah, but you have to get or it'll detonate any arc engine, any spark bottle, any sort of engine. But you have to be within about 10 feet.
Okay.
It's no. You
Well,
have to
the
make
bomb does.
So a very violent EMP.
it won't
so.
hurt anything else. It'll just disable engines. Basically, a magical EMP.
Yeah. So, ooh,
Yeah.
I like this. I need to find a delivery
It's
system.
grenade shaped, so you could rig it to be launched through a ballista or something like that.
We have a missile system. We can do this.
Foont.
Wait, I wonder if we can actually make a rail weapon with this.
Yeah.
I have large gun. Is built for firing non-standard ordnance.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do in Loft? You can get an audience with the Sky King fairly easily now that you have a letter.
Val, I believe this is your court.
You just kind of have to explain why you want to talk to him.
Can I go with you just so I
But this can be
can,
where you
just so I
stay.
can kind of listen in?
Sure.
But the problem is, they are. If you can get them to work with you, they will obviously not attack you if you enter in there. They just need some sort of something to stabilize their economy with. In exchange, you can either get their help or their permission to get near the thing. You can also get information. They might have special information about this. So it depends on how big you want to go and what you want to promise in return will determine the difficulty of your negotiation.
Okay.
So you could make plays ahead of time to gain more information about them, essentially like scams and red markets to caches to play against them. They're basically using their fleet to make sure no one else gets it.
Okay.
You could try and figure out a way for them to stabilize their economy without having to salvage it. That could be another play.
So,
For example, that relic you found could be used as another thing to create a new tech bubble.
Then we'll also pop.
no,
In the future.
by creating a massive arms race.
Well, if it works, I mean, you could just create a tech bubble of pointless speculation about the future of technology, and then a few years later, when nothing pans out, then they'll have another economic crisis.
Or, for instance, somebody could research, some underutilized natural resource in the
I'd like to
lands.
suggest we introduce them to something just as harmless as tulips. I don't want them trafficking weapons of war.
So?
I imagine the Explorer Knights would not be too keen on us inspiring this.
But have you not read the Comrades' works? Any sort of speculation bubble like this is inherently destructive
Or
to
Lucius,
the people of the land.
maybe they could take some samples of your blood and use that to create a biotech bubble. Look at what the children of the dark experimented on him for. We could figure out more.
Bubbles are not sustainable.
Perhaps we could
This is true.
avoid
They're
speculation.
totally not sustainable.
Avoiding speculation would be good.
So,
Speculation
however,
bubble?
is there any particular researcher guild within within Loft that is looking into other options of strains or for energy or strain or something else?
Looking into what?
Any alternative technologies or something that would come through. Their own Arcano.
There's the thing is the Masters of the Wind, the civilization that came before you guys and left all these awesome ruins and tech behind. people are digging stuff out of the ruins, and that have been for hundreds of years. There's massive amounts of stuff, especially down in the Twilight Frontier in the dark, and people are researching this stuff for generations to figure out how to replicate it.
Okay.
So there are all kinds of research companies, tech companies out there that are trying to replicate the success of the Masters in any number of areas.
How difficult to navigate are those areas? Are there like known routes that
To
people
the Twilight
basically?
Frontier, yeah. But it's very cold, it's very full of monsters, it's very dangerous.
So if we knew of an underutilized route, say,
Yeah, or
that
to a
we
site.
could give to Loft.
For example, you might, if you had like a navigation needle to a ruins cache, like a ruins that no one has looted yet, that would be incredibly valuable.
True, but I don't know if you have that or not. Or
Well, you could always make a play to get one. For example, using your contacts or.
What are blazes?
Blazes are basically like ranks or basically achievements.
Okay.
So
They can't be used for anything.
there are rules for that. I don't know them off the top of my head. So you all got one in the first session for bringing in the dark. Every time you get Slay Beast, that's obviously a rank. So
okay.
I'm gonna look that up really quick while you others.
There's advancement stuff at the end of the mechanics section. There's any number of ways to end their economic crisis, or you could just trick them, or somehow just can be with a really good diplomacy play, just convince them to do this out of the goodness of their heart, because hey, the Darklings could attack. And they know they can't make profit if the Darklings are invading in force.
You could use me, and if you're very lucky, they'll just kill you.
Yeah, see? So you might be able to just tell them to shut the fuck up and deal with your own mess. You cause this economic crisis. We need to just do whatever it takes to stop the fortress, to stop the Beast of Alloy. Don't try and make a buck off of this. This could be more than just
everything up.
Yeah. So it depends on how you want to play. So who wants to make a play to either partially alleviate, or you could deal this all in one play. You can get the audience to the king and do this in one thing.
Okay.
Or you can make plays ahead of time.
You know the Sky King. I think you should be the guy to talk to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Just get me leverage, and
Okay.
I
so
have
you wanna
a
get
place
leverage
to
first.
stand from which I shall move one.
All right. So who wants to get him leverage?
All right.
Okay.
Lucius, you could. Yeah.
I'm using my Inquisitor.
Okay. So what are you going to do? How are you going to get leverage for the king?
Where are the unsecured bearer bonds?
You could use Inquisitor to find a fortune. There are treasure hunters. I would say.
You're not taxing the right people.
Endorse to me.
No, actually, I would say, I'll just give you an example. You could say there is a treasure hunter you know of who is a criminal. His name, what's his name, or what's her name?
Igor.
Igor. All right.
Where are your offshore
Actually, but
accounts?
I'm realizing I don't have the hand to do Inquisitor right now.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, don't show. Well, you could use potential. If you could use your mind thing if you want to. Well, you haven't set the difficulty too. Like you could just find the person, then someone else could go after them. But perhaps. All right. So who is the criminal? Who is the treasure hunter?
Anatole.
Anatole, let's say actually as an Inquisitor, I'll say for free, by the way, also your abilities and skills, you can just say you do certain things for free.
Yeah.
Like, strong guy can punch door down without having to make a play. Inquisitor would know secrets about criminals. So, Anatole has recently killed everyone else in his band of treasure hunters in order to keep secret a treasure or ruins he found in the Twilight Frontier. Ruins that are said to have incredibly valuable artifacts in them.
Man, Tomb of Horrors makes everybody into dicks.
Yeah. So that navigation needle is worth a fortune, perhaps enough to stabilize the economy.
That's valuable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speculation on it. For example, people will be making bets on it, whether on how valuable, investing in it or shorting it. So just that alone would create depending on how, maybe a bubble, maybe a boom, depending on what they find in there. But that would be enough to give them hope to give up on this Beast of Alloy. So you need to. So you know about Anatole. Finding him, I would say, be a 2-card challenge. You think you could do that, Lucius? Do you think you could find him as a 2-card challenge with your current hand?
Not with Inquisitor.
Well, you could spend your Knight's Cash to discard your entire hand and draw an entire hand.
I don't want to.
Okay. Well, you know about Anatole, and I'll say he is on Loft somewhere.
Okay.
So
I could find him.
Okay, you could find him and get the secret out of him, depending on what you want to do.
Oh, all right. That's not the right hand.
Now, if you want me to go with you, I could also do mental attack.
Yeah, if you can assist, let's do
Okay.
that. All right, I'm going to. Is Loft a place?
So you could find him, and then you could do the mental attack to get the
Yeah.
needle. Okay.
Would you say Loft is a
No,
place
actually,
that
no.
has a lot of...
Or can I use Inquisitor to assist him?
Yeah, you could
two or
find.
three?
Well, you could. Well, finding him is a 2-card challenge. Finding him and getting the needle is a 3-card challenge.
Let's do that.
Okay. So you wanted to be the primary person for this? Yeah, you could use teamwork to just assist him.
I'll do that.
So, would you say that Loft is a place with a lot of greenery, like a lot of trees?
It's heavily. Even the biggest cities are relatively small. Like the biggest city in all of the Upwind, I think, is like 100,000 people. So like these kingdoms have a lot of greenery to support themselves too. So
Okay, I'm going to use my potential ability, Know Your Roots. I'm going to see through the tree. Hey, shut up with that face.
Okay.
I'm going to use my potential to see through the trees, to listen to the whispers and hear where Anatole has been. His footsteps on the dirt, his feet catching on vines. Is it a he or her?
I don't know, Lucas. Is it a he or a her?
It's a he.
He?
Okay.
Anatole's a dude.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to try to locate Anatole.
Okay.
Just by...
All right, so if you
feeling it
succeed, you find out where he's hiding out.
Yeah.
If you fail, though, you find him out, but you will walk into an ambush.
All right.
And we'll deal with that. And that will make getting the needle much harder.
Okay. And this is a... What
2-card play.
2-card play for this one. That's good.
So you can assist with Inquisitor. You can put 1 card down, and that will be equal to a 2 or a 3.
Yep.
And you can make your... What are you using?
Know Your Roots. 1 card.
Okay.
All right. And go.
I have 11.
Okay. Here's a 2. Cool.
Okay, 12.
And woo!
Oh, man. Yeah.
22.
You find him quite easily. And he is hiding outside of the major city of Loft, and has basically you can listen to him, and he has a tree outside his door, and he is frantically talking to himself. He's gone into paranoia.
Of course.
He's killed his entire crew, who he'd worked with for years to keep this valuable secret, and now he knows it would be worth a fortune if he goes there, but he couldn't trust them. He thought they were going to betray him once they got there.
Of course.
So now,
But they'd kill him.
so he's kind of stuck. Like he's never going to go and claim that fortune because he's just
paranoid.
descending into madness.
Okay.
All right, so to get the needle from
Wait, I approach with a quip.
okay.
I knock on the door and I nod to the tree outside and say, "You really should take better care of your plants."
All right, so what are you wanting to do if you succeed at getting the needle?
I want to challenge him to a game of poker.
Okay. All right. And if you win, you get the needle. What are you putting up for as your bet then?
You
Collateral.
You could put your knight's blade.
I will put my knife's blade
Or
on.
here, like you can, like my Inquisitor, you can have him.
And he asked you for a writ, so that authorizing you, saying that this man is on an official Explorer Night business. Give him a ship and a full crew to go on a mission.
Wow.
Under his own command. So, which of course will probably mean their deaths. And your end of your career. And probably your life as you put on trial for treason.
yeah.
So, and he wants you to write it. It just lacks your signature, which he can forge because he's seen
I'm
you
sure.
write. So, if you succeed, he will be stricken by madness because he thinks it's possible for him to lose at cards.
Okay.
In fact, he is a cheater, so I'm going to have a 1-card challenge.
If I succeed,
Yeah.
I want him to come with.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, he goes with you because he'll be a broken man. He'll just do
fine.
whatever you tell. And I will say, yeah, it's a 2-card challenge. Tom or Lucius,
Yep.
do you want to make your own play with mental attack,
Oh yeah.
or do you want to just assist with mental attack? That'd be
Yeah, I am going to brainfuckle him.
Okay, so you're going to do a full brain fuck, and that's going to be its own play first. So how far you want to? You just want to give your friend an advantage, or do you?
Just
You could
my
give him
friend-
a 1-card cash for this play.
I'll do that.
I'll say that's just a 2-card challenge. And if you fail, though, you will lose. You'll be overloaded.
With his insanity.
With his insanity,
He
yes.
just forgets.
You forget everything if you fail, and you will degenerate back into your savage ways from being an experimental monster.
So you're saying he will give in to his animal bloodlust?
Yes. And you will black out and wake up hours later covered in blood.
Fuck.
Like, having eaten, I think I swallowed something whole.
Alright, so that will be if you fail.
Okay.
10 electro rats.
This is a 2-card challenge.
Okay, ready?
Pick up
Once
cards.
again, Aaron, you're going to be my my chronicler because since we have a whole table in the way.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude, it's all that too.
It's fine. It's fine.
There we go.
Alright.
Go.
12.
19.
Alright.
And crap. Ba-boom.
But no, I'm not.
yeah.
Well, that was a queen. I don't think that would count.
No, it wouldn't.
It was only more of a trickery
Alright,
deception thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so you get a 1-card count.
Okay.
Cash for this, as he is distracted momentarily, which will counter his 1-card cash for
Okay.
cheating. Actually, we'll both use them. But
Yeah. What? How many cards is this?
it's a 2-card for him.
Oh, okay. I'm going to be using
He's
green...
really good at cards.
Yeah, I'm going to use Green Thumb's deft fingers to fucking cheat
All right,
super hard.
all right. That's good.
It's turning into like a card scene from like Blazing
this
Saddles or something.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
everyone dealing off the bottom of the deck.
All right.
Almost
Ready?
making like
Yep.
a vampire
Bada
product from Hellboy.
boom.
All right, 16
Oh, sorry.
The
plus
3.5 of spoons. That's not even a card.
So I got 10, 29.
All right, versus 19.
Whew. All right.
And he's been
All right.
dealt the King of Beers, a coaster from the. That's like a coaster from the bar, but it still counts.
So, good job. You defeat him. He's broken. He's just left babbling. You get the navigation
I don't
needle.
feel good about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get him
He
proper...
was a bad man. You can bring him to justice now.
I'm going to bring him to justice and get him proper treatment.
All right, with that-
After he goes on our
All right,
adventure.
that needle is potentially worth enough to, if you sell it right, it would be worth enough to, if you're like, this ruin, oh man, so much is in there.
Well,
You won't believe.
Yeah, you can
will
even
shit
use
your
Anatole to
pants.
babble about it, so, like,
I need to rest now because I've used all my potential
well,
hand.
and in
Okay.
that case, we might be able to even to catapult further off of that by basically figuring out a way with there's a cottage industry that can copy or at least replicate needles, so they could sell those at their discretion.
no, you don't want them because they're unique. Like, you can make needles, it's just the place they point at is what's valuable. You don't want a lot of needles to point to the same place because...
That
I
devalues them.
didn't know we were supposed to be showing our card.
That's actually not brought up. It was as it is right now, but Jeff said, "Yeah, I'll put that in there, not to show hands to each other."
Oh,
Yeah.
fine then.
Sorry,
I didn't see it in his...
I would have been awesome, but
No, it's fine because he actually hadn't thought about that until Sean did it the other night. So,
So yeah, we return.
Yeah.
I hand Val the compass and say, "Here you go. Here's your bargaining chip.
Is good.
It's very good."
all right, with your letter of introduction and your own past history with
I need to go to sleep now, sir.
Permission granted. You've done admirably. One frog man.
Sky King Anders
Sorry.
Evans Verlode, the Sky King. You can easily get an audience with him. He greets you in the royal courtroom. Valdemar, it has been so long since we...
Since I, well,
Yeah.
It's like since that night.
since I last assisted you.
Yes. To come to us in our opinion. It is always good to know that we have friends in the Explorer
Start
Nights.
singing the drinking
Indeed.
song.
What
Is he? Is this actual court? Like, are the all? Is
Do
the
you
courtiers
want him to be a
present
court, or do you
and
want-
such? Or
Do you want it to be... Well, that's up to you. Do you want to be a court or do you want to be
I would actually prefer meeting him in his gardens.
Okay.
A
You can
private
meet him in his
meeting or
gardens.
Something. Yes.
He is still... He's a kind of a bombastic person.
Right.
So-
I'm just. I mean, I am not of his court. He has
Yeah.
no reason to meet me in those. Like,
Well,
I'm a fixer for it.
Yeah.
That's what I did previously. I did not do things on the up and up.
All right, that's good. He thinks you were here to tell them about a secret alliance between Loft and the Explorer Knights, but you were here to sell him.
I actually have a proposition for you.
Of course.
I am calling my marker.
Your marker. All right.
This needle will point a new way
Oh wait, out of the tulips.
Way out of the tulips.
Yes, a way out of the tulips. It will pop your tulip bubble without taking all of Loft down with it.
Okay. All right. So you begin negotiations. All right. So I'll tell you if you fail. Well, first off, what do you want if you succeed? Let's set that up first. Right now, he can. The things he can offer are to Loft's fleet to 1, let you pass, 2, assist you. That's a separate thing, and 3, give you what they've learned about the fleet. So all of it. All right. So that's going to be 3 plus 1 card challenge because he's under a lot of pressure.
Okay.
So it's going to be a big deal. If you succeed, you get all of those things. And if you fail, he demands either he will still let you access to it, but he believes that he will you are on his side no matter what you can do to convince him otherwise.
Okay.
And if you do not favor them in the future situations, they will view it as a betrayal.
All right.
And strike a vendetta against you.
Oh shit!
Can I be there to assist him as well?
I mean, I'll treat this. If you want to use teamwork, you can all plan this out in advance.
Right. Do it like a scam.
How do you want to use teamwork to help with negotiations?
Well, with this one, I'm assuming he has attendants with him, even out in the gardens, probably.
They're like Secret Service agents. They're
Yeah.
standing far enough away to not quite hear,
Yeah.
but if I do something stupid, I would be dead.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if nothing else, being with you though, maybe putting him at ease. Basically, I want to use my disabling smile ability to kind of help charm during that time. So
Actually, you could use that ahead of time to talk to the people of the court.
that's what I was assuming, that
to
make
feed
it more
him
agreeable.
information about
Right.
what his problems are.
Absolutely.
And
So
apply to those. So that
Because
you could use teamwork for that.
okay.
I imagine this whole tulip thing was just a hobby of his that got out of hand.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Tulip babies was only that was only supposed to be a joke, but people all wanted their own
Spun out of
tulip
control.
babies. Yeah, and then the counterfeit came.
Oh my god, the tulip kids.
Yeah,
Don't get me started.
And then it finally ended with the failure of Tulip Sniper.
yeah.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, so you can use teamwork for that. So you
All
can
right.
apply it to
I would also like to, before Val heads out,
Yeah.
I'll give him a bouquet of the king's favorite flowers
Okay.
that are not tulips.
All right. Oh, very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
The chrysanthemums.
So I'll let you use teamwork for that too. Tom, if Lucius has an ability or skill that's a two that you have
You're
to-
asleep, aren't you?
Yeah, I ran out of it. My potential deck is gone.
Well, you could use your abilities, like your play hand, if you wanted to, but you don't have to.
No, I'm more just.
Okay.
I think I'm done. I'm gonna go.
Go to sleep, Lucius.
Okay. All right. So 3 plus 1 challenge,
Okay.
and
Is the +1 a side pool, or are you just
it's
saying?
it's
oh, okay. It's
a
one off the
challenge
top.
cash.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a moderators can have cash.
All right. And sorry, you'll have to walk me through here. To use a potential,
You just use from your potential hand.
Okay.
And which one are you using?
immovable object.
Okay. How are you using potential to impress him or win him over?
No, I'm just when I tap the
Yeah.
ore, I am that skilled a negotiator.
Okay.
I am implacable.
Okay, yeah, you wear it.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
It is a brutal, long negotiation.
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and tap my cash from Nomadic
Okay.
because I mean,
Definitely,
this is
Queens would apply to this. Is definitely forceful authority. So
Well,
Kings, yeah.
what?
It's
It's
a
a negotiation.
Yeah, but King specifically says forceful authority as opposed to nurturing reason. So
Well, okay, I built
yeah.
my strategy
Okay.
around it being that.
All right.
Around it being what the sheet said.
all right.
So-
It's still negotiations. I'll say that. It would be better as that, but there's overlap between them.
Fair.
It'll be okay.
All right. Okay. So
All right.
okay. So yeah, if you fail, you have to be side with him if you want to get out of the kingdom alive.
Right.
Which will
Okay.
make things difficult more later on. All right.
Right?
Boom. So you have the flowers and a nice smile.
So that's an additional 5 points or 2? Yeah. Your face cards don't apply. It's only
Right.
That's not my face.
That's ends.
Oh, okay. Well, then that just is treated as a 2.
Okay, so
Anything
so.
above a 3 is treated.
So I'd pull a 5, and then I pull 2 off the top, 1 for crowning and 1 for nomad.
You used that cash?
Yeah.
Okay. Next time you need to say you're using a cash.
I did.
Oh, okay, sorry. Alright, I get 1 too. So I have 25.
I have 37.
Okay. I said a 2 to 3. Those are my only hearts. So it happens both ways. So
37.
all right, you get. Here's what they figured out. So you've solved his economic crisis. He hopes.
Takes our word for it.
Well, it'll at least delay the economic crisis as they plunder that loot, plunder that ruin. Let's see here. He grants you our researchers through we keep many artifacts. The kingdom buys many artifacts from merchants and treasure hunters that are not immediately useful because we think we might figure them out in the future. And
Speculation.
It's speculation, and it's paid off.
This time.
Speculator.
Yeah, this time our scouts have examined the sides of this ship, of this fortress, and there are many runes on it from the master's language that we have identified as connecting to bring out the key. And he brings out a key that is about 4
Huge.
Yeah, it's
Enormous.
It's a multi-work clockwork kind of key.
Anders, I have done many things for you, but I never expected to be presented the key to your city.
It is not. There's no key for my city. Look at this. This is built.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Anders, it was humor.
I know. These are trying times.
He's a joke.
I was trying to lighten the mood, was all.
It's fine. He says this has been identified as this must be the key to the control room of the reason why it must be so erratic is because this has not been activated. It's not fully unlocked its potential.
We probably
This
don't want
battle
to do
station is not yet
It's
operational.
not yet operational. Imagine what it can do when it is operational. It's
Battle
magical.
cruiser not yet operational.
So,
And it might actually not fire on the ship carrying a signal key.
yeah.
that. Well,
That's a theory.
It is.
That's a theory.
like,
You can test that out.
hey, who likes research here in the field?
So
How do you want
you
to
have
test
solved
that?
one of the. You've gotten one of the lofts. He gives you all the letters, and he will send out messages to fleet that the tender branch is to be treated with all respect and to do
Tenderly.
it. Yeah,
And support.
and support
That was part of it.
whatever they need.
And not like
So
Tinder.
good job.
And loving- and lovingness.
So only you have the Bright is nearer, but there's also Fortress, which is further down. Those are the other 2 kingdoms you have to talk to if you want to get in there without having to start a war between your own people, between the kingdoms. That you obviously are not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a bad idea.
Renegotiating.
So Bright is it's a theocracy. It is.
And we're drawing back up now, right?
Yeah, you have time to rest to heal up your potential.
So
you
back up.
heal up that point of damage.
Oh, cool.
At this point, you've had enough time. Here we go. The sovereign domain of Bright. Its highest upwind. It is the Church of the Lucent Masters. They believe that the Masters retreated from the world long ago. They withdrew into the light. They reside there still, observing the kin and gauging their worth. The faithful believe that all the kin, when they prove themselves, the Masters will return and share their science and power with the realms. So they obviously really...
They're master fanboys.
They're master
Otakus, if you will.
Yeah, so is the Circle, but the Circles believe that they are sleeping and are somewhere else and
In the dark?
in the dark. Yeah.
In the dark.
So which do you the either one is about equal distance though. So do you want to go to the Bright first, or do you want to go to Fortress?
I feel like Fortress would respect us more if we come to them showing that we have the other 2 kingdoms backing us already.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
they are unsurprisingly the military superpower.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Weird.
it's
All right.
Well, with the name and all.
Yeah.
as long as we get the
Bright.
as long as we get the legislative and judicial branches first, we're okay.
Oh, the domain is governed by a conservative matriarchal hierarchy of strict canonical law, ruled by church mothers.
Well, there you go.
This is why I left. So many knuckle rappings.
Penguins galore.
Shame. Shame.
So, Mother, the current Elevant, the exalted
Is this
daughter.
Fortress or Bright?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the theocracy. Fortress is a military dictatorship. I think.
Okay.
So the mother Iwa Wei is the current, essentially, they call it the Element, but, Pope, basically.
Yeah.
She rules Bright.
So Element Pope? Or Element Way?
Yeah, Element Way. So, Mother Iwa Wei. So, so they also mine a lot up there because they're closest to the arid. What's interesting is they don't have water up there, so they have a lot of water elementalists to magically create water.
Yeah,
and the church leadership and the higher ups actually live in the bottom of it. A lot of kingdoms are built on top and also below. So the below is actually a lot nicer because it's not directly under
in the sun. Okay, that makes sense.
So the poor people live on the top, and the rich people live below. So it's like a reverse Morlock kind of situation. But you can easily get there. You can get an audience because you're Explorer Knights. You're super badass.
Yeah.
Do I recover any potential from?
Yeah, you recover all your potential.
Oh, goody gumdrops.
You have enough time to rest up. And this trip does not have any meetings, so...
Well, that's good. Yeah. Have we buffed out the freaking stupid insignia?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sir, if you'd like me to... Sir, if we ever catch that guy, if you want me to destroy...
No, wait till actually Bill gets back, but would we have enough time in between to create a delivery system for the grenade in case we actually need to use it?
You could. I mean, that would be a play
because
he'd have to test it.
You
could damage something.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. So,
I mean, it would play. There has to be a risk if you fail.
No, I was thinking about that too. So, but at least during the time.
I mean, you can just do it. You can just wait until you want to use the bomb itself and just say we rigged this and it's part of the play. Remember, Bill's relic is shoot things.
That's true. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I think I know what I want to do.
All right, so what's your play here? You don't know. One, you could try and figure out why they're so interested in this fortress. I mean, you can kind of guess it's based on their religion.
Or rather, I have my angle for approaching. What was her name?
Iwa Wei.
Iwa Wei. I have my angle for approaching Iwa Wei. Anatole. His last name is Wei. Anatole Wei. And he is he is a member of the family that went bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing to deliver Anatole into their hands.
Okay.
If they provide us with assistance.
Okay.
That's my angle. I don't know.
All right. So same thing with him. They can let you pass. They can help you, and they can give you secret information about the
all
fortress.
of it.
You want all of it.
I want all of it.
All right, so you could promise to turn up. You meet with you dock on the underside actually, because again, that's the nicer part.
It's the nice side.
It's rich enough that they actually have fountains there, which is an unbelievable decadence. For
wow,
Bright.
holy shit!
And
do people drink from this?
No, it's just the water for looking at.
I hiss at it. That's disgusting.
It's so decadent up here. It's such a waste. So
being damp.
You can promise that would be leverage.
Yes.
That would definitely be a 3-card plus 1 challenge, though, to get everything because she.
That's how it worked the last time.
Well, yeah, we can't really say because she reveals this is a prophecy. This is clearly a sign that the masters are nigh. If we can capture this vessel, we can prove our worth. The masters will awaken, and we will be able to fly up into the light. And
see that it is not just Anatole that needs it. No, I don't say that.
So it's a 3-card plus 1 challenge to get all of that from Iwa with Anatole. Anatole will work as leverage, but it's not much comparatively because they got prophecy and all that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I like that you're just like meh.
I mean, it's her own kid, presumably. And she's
but she's just
it.
one of many. She's willing to make sacrifices for the good of the cause.
What a disagreeable person.
Crusty juggler.
So, 3 card plus 1. So if you fail, though, I will say they will agree to let you pass. However, they take Anatole. They do not tell you anything else. And they will... Actually, they say they will help you. Instead... They agree to help you and tell you everything, but a squad of the church inquisitors is put on board to monitor your actions.
That's not great.
So that's if you fail.
Yeah.
You will have oversight from them.
Okay. Let's see.
Can either of you assist?
Yes. I can. get.
Well, you can make your own play, or you could do teamwork. Do you want to make your own play to reduce the difficulty, or change the stakes?
Yeah. Reduce the difficulty.
Yeah, you could use your disarming smile to just play the crowd.
Or the alternative one I was thinking, although that would. Let me take a look. Yeah, that's only going to allow me to play one card, though, which is
Well, it depends on what
problematic,
you want to do.
Yeah, because I was thinking of always it's like possibly always 2 to 5 steps ahead in order to make a plan, send a message for disinformation, basically to send the crowd that we know more than we are trustworthy in a way, although that might be disarming.
Well, I mean, to do what? To find that you're more trustworthy, or that you know more than they?
Actually, in that case, I would rather honestly do always up for.
Actually, no. You could do two something. You could actually. Here's one thing.
Okay.
You could say, it's like I mentioned earlier, you could just tell them that the Darklings are about to attack, and you need to stop fucking around, basically. So the Darklings are attacking.
That's true.
So you could just, if they think the Darklings are attacking, they're going to be less demanding.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you could do that. That would definitely reduce the difficulty of the diplomacy.
So the only problem that I have with that, if I'm going with all these 2 steps, that's only one card that I'm playing versus.
Well, if you want to, you can make it a 1-card play. It's not the best, setup. But it will be...
It's low downside.
Yeah, it's a low down. If you fail, I will say that you are caught spreading this, and the rest of the crew decide can either you are put in jail for a time, so you cannot assist. They will let you, or they put you back on the ship. You're not allowed to enter Bright again. Or you could convert to the religion in order to be forgiven. Which normally requires you to marry another citizen. So that's if you fail. But it'll be a 1-card challenge.
I can't see anything going wrong with that.
A lot can go wrong with this, but we'll give it a shot, so.
Okay. Cool. All right, so this is trickery and deception, obviously.
Yes.
So if you do this,
it could be forceful. Well, actually, it could be forceful authority since I'm trying to get that.
No, because you don't want this. You're spreading propaganda.
Okay, well, no, if it's trickery, I can't do that.
Okay.
Then, so then that's not going to work.
Well, you can't crown. You can still use the card.
That's a bad risk, though. So
okay. If you're using forceful authority, you could. Well, actually, no. You could use forceful authority by using instead. No, let's change the stakes. When you use forceful authority, you just tell them outright that they're trying to attack, and you better believe me. Which isn't so much. Which in case.
Well, we know that they're going to attack eventually. So.
In which case, they will agree to help you. Actually, they'll agree to help you if you succeed, and. If you succeed, well, no, we'll just raise the consequences if you succeed. It's still a 1-card challenge. If you convert and marry, it'll be a 1-card challenge if you succeed, and they will give you 2 of the 3 things. Actually, 2 of the 3 things.
Wait, so I'm going to have to get married regardless if I succeed?
If you want to use forceful authority, because you're putting your name on it.
Listen, Kellen, these bright marriages, they don't last.
Yeah.
Well, that just doesn't...
Do you have someone at home?
Okay,
no,
but it's a matriarchy.
No.
When it does not last, it does not last poorly.
Yes, I know.
For him, poorly.
Well, no, but I'm almost thinking that just seems that seems to be
so
a marriage
they will promise
of convenience
you
on
military
marriage.
aid as long as you agree to marry into the kingdom.
Listen, Kellen, you're an explorer now.
That's if you're going to use forceful authority. You don't have to make that. Yeah.
Well, we need this to be out of the hand and these kingdoms to be there. So
on the other hand, they have very forgiving ideas about mistresses.
It's true. Right. They're very, very forward thinking. It is a matriarchy after all.
Well, I'm glad, but good grief.
So if you fail, though, they will simply brand you a heretic, and they will force you to be on the ship and never return to Bright Kingdom.
All right. Well,
but 1 card, you have to join up if you want to put your name onto it.
Let's give this a shot.
Okay.
So,
all right.
1, 2, 3.
All right. I cannot crown.
I can crown. I'm doing so. Holy! Oh shit!
Damn!
All right, so jokers are fun because
Also,
you
this
succeeded.
is my Ghostbusters deck, so it's Zool. Oh, sorry, it's Vince
All right,
Clortho.
so they think it's actually you resemble a hero from prophecy. Yeah.
Can I go ahead and jump into this?
Go for it.
Sure.
Like, if you're gonna go that angle, because I actually wanted to say that the reason I left Bright was I was the equivalent of a priest of the Greek Orthodox version of the Bright Church.
Yeah.
Trying to
So I
find the
wanted to get into an extended theological debate about whether or not
You have to discard this and reshuffle your entire hand. Like reshuffle your discard back into your deck and reshuffle everything except for your joker.
Okay, so the joke
You have
is
to get
out.
it entirely
Since
new.
it's one per.
Yeah, it's one per game session. Sorry,
That's okay. So
what I'm
I'll
doing.
and
So
draw back up to 6.
draw back up to 6. Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you trying to do?
I was trying to theologically browbeat them into the Beast of Alloy being an abomination, not a gift from the...
okay.
Oh, nice.
All right.
And he is...
The hero to defeat.
This man is the hero from the Masters.
He brings the key.
He is Siegfried.
Yes.
I'm Siegfried.
All right. Well, hold on. We haven't dealt with it.
We haven't dealt with
Okay.
it yet.
Okay.
Well, no, we'll get to that in a second.
my God.
Because jokers make everything so much better for you. So you're not only they offer you the hand of princess, so you'll become royalty.
Holy shit.
And-
See, it turned out so well for you, Kelly.
yeah.
When someone asks you to marry into royalty, you say yes.
Thank you.
All right. So let's.
Thank
see
you for
here.
honoring my deck.
Just don't go on to say, all right, this chick is toast.
Princess Thana.
Princess Thana.
Thana. Thana. And Thana will tell you use all of her influence to ensure your success. So you actually succeed on the whole diplomacy just through that
Holy shit.
marriage. So you can still do the diplomacy to get something else, to wrangle something else out of them. If you want to get some other.
I'm just going to stand there just
Yeah.
dumbfounded.
I've got it. I've
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
They need to get Fortress off our backs.
If it
This
bothers
is
us.
so important
Yeah.
All right.
that they need to outflank Fortress for us.
So they will not only let you pass, they will assist you however possible, and they also tell you what the secret that they know. Alloy can be blinded. They have special heat mirrors that reflect the light, especially if you concentrate, bounce spark arc off of it. You can blind the sensors, creating that dead space where no weapon will fire on you. So that's how you approach the ship safely.
I love these people.
Well, good, you're about to marry him.
Yeah.
Really do.
We have to stick around for the marriage, or like, is that happening now?
It's happening now.
Oh god.
Quick proceedings.
It's very quick proceedings.
Obligatorily. Marriage.
Marriage.
It's a wartime marriage. They have abbreviated ceremonies for
How is the Princess Thana feeling about this?
She's like, you are a hero of prophecy. You are clearly destined.
Listen,
Wow.
Kellen, this is a good deal, but don't take advantage of this.
Yeah.
Really?
Had to say.
Really?
I had to say.
Like you've known me that long.
I've always wanted to.
Okay, but if it's a patriarchy, does that mean maybe she's looking him up and down?
Oh, yeah,
with,
no.
like,
Oh yeah, no, she is. It's like I've always admired the Explorer Knight uniform.
But then again, does she
is
like...
this like
The question is, does she like what she sees?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I pulled a
It was the
Joker.
Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, she's way into it.
No, this it's kind of.
You know, I've been experimenting with Arcanotech myself. Maybe you could show me around some spark bottles.
something explodes off in the distance.
Exactly. So yeah, you've achieved the diplomacy with them. However, if you want to get something, what are you wanting to? Help them with Forest. Yeah, you could get a cash to help you negotiate with Forest or Fortress. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could do that.
We have a member of the royal family with us.
okay.
There are actually some ambassadors who know about this, and they are kind of cagey and retired, but they can tell you all the secrets. But you're an outside. Oh, you are an exile. Why should we tell you? And now
Because theological debate.
all right. So if you succeed, you'll get a. You could have a 2 or a 3 card cash.
2 card.
Well, that's just gonna be a one card challenge.
Okay. Sorry, I was gauging it by challenge.
No, I mean this is if you succeed, you'll get the cash. You'll learn valuable insight into what's going on.
I'm willing to go a 2 card challenge.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
that's a 3 card cash.
Okay.
And in that case, they will, if you fail, I will say, they insist on putting bodyguards on the ship.
For the royal family.
For the royal family. And Thana will be accompanying you as well, because...
It's fine.
Yeah.
I've got this.
Because you are fine, but your taste and companions, clearly, we need some of our own warriors on board. So that's if he fails.
Holy book.
Yeah.
Open. Flip. Flip. Flip.
All right, so it's a 3-card challenge.
Yep.
Can I assist in this one as well?
3-card cash.
3-card.
2-card challenge.
Yeah. Oh, it's a 2-card challenge. Yeah. Sorry.
That's what I was trying to get straight.
Can I also assist with this as well?
You could use teamwork, yeah.
Disarming smiles. Like, no,
You
we can trust them.
apply a 2 or a 3. If it's higher than a 3, it just counts as a 2.
Okay.
You just put it into it. And if you fail, then Thana will actually say, "Oh, you are such a noble and sacrificing person. That work chest will mean so much to our own workers. So you'll have to donate the work chest to
the chest of
to
necessity.
the kingdom. You have to leave it behind."
Okay.
So that's if you fail, because you're using teamwork. So
Yeah, hopefully this is not...
All right, so the debate begins as you debate the merits of heroes and things like that. So let's find out how well it goes.
All right.
I get
19 on an ace using I do not think this is so.
All right.
And +2, so...
Yep. All right.
And so 24.
All right, versus my 11. So good job. I did not have many cards for that. Or maybe I just want to give her some.
A winner is you.
So they give you a 3-card cash. They
Can we all
can use
attend the
that
wedding?
for-
Because
yeah.
I love weddings.
It's held around the fountain. The high priestess, the leader.
I have a dealer card and I didn't know it, so I'm taking it out.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, they always put those in there.
Yeah, there's no rules for this is the rule for playing poker card. There's nothing.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
No. Well, I got like 3 of them out of there, but I missed the 4th one.
Yes, the Holy Mother, the exalted daughter of the light, chosen of the masters of the All Mother, the sovereign domain of Bright, presides the wedding and says, "The masters look down upon us and they smile today, for our chosen heroes bringing us one day closer to the awakening and a return of all that is good and right. And may your union be blessed by the light, and the masters." So,
Right.
yeah. Anyway.
If you were the guy, I wonder how long it'll be till I find true love.
Any day now, Lucius.
Okay.
I'll set you up.
Tell me though the ceremony opens up with the masters be with you.
Yeah.
And also
Yes,
with you.
of course. Of course. That's how it has to be. So the third kingdom, the fortress, is not farther away. Do you want to take Thana with you or not? I'll let that up to you. She's a capable warrior, has powerful potential in water.
So she's a healer.
Huge
Yes, right. Yeah.
tracts of
Yes.
no.
Bring the healer. We do not have a healer currently.
If not, she will be on the fleet. She will be going to war.
Listen, this will be a great chance for you two to get to know each other.
I'm sorry, do you mind something of a cramped ancient space, or?
Oh. How forward?
I didn't mean it that way.
You should.
I think it's time to solidify the alliance. What do you think?
This is why you don't have a wife.
May your first child be a masculine child. Or feminine. Sorry. Different social structures.
Arrow flies past you. Okay, yeah.
Right.
Her choice. Now I'm kind of afraid to say anything.
Well, that was the right. That was the right
We
answer.
haven't
It was
even
my
got that
choice.
part of the
Yeah.
meeting yet.
So, anyways,
Death by snoo snoo.
She's an Amazon.
no, yeah. Let's see. What are the people of the bright light?
I feel kind of regressive right now.
Right?
They appear the average people of the Dominion Bright appear to be
Fortress or Bright?
a Bright. Describing this is what they handle. Of the Torrent and Stone ancestral stocks, they are generally medium build with light darkened skin and copper or tin colored eyes. Their hair is lustrous black of obsidian. Common in their sculpture, and they tend to wear it in long, elaborate braids.
It's like Name of the Wind.
Yeah. They have open, generally serene faces, and their women are considered by many to be the most beautiful in the kingdom. So, yeah.
Good job.
Maybe I have a chance.
Yeah. Well, you can ask her. Actually, do you want to make a play to have Princess Diana set you up?
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say like crash the wedding.
No, he's invited. He's an explorer.
Yeah. No, I was.
Yeah. Do you want to get set up too?
I promised to set you up once we got back home.
You're right. The captain said he would. I trust.
Do you have a baroness for my friend?
Well, there's the Sky Guard. You know, they're
So
yeah.
Oh, well,
Well, I mean, he's not politically connected. He's not a hero of prophecy.
well, no.
So, anyways,
Find some poor man. I've always found amphibians to be attractive.
yeah, well, there's probably people like that for you. So the Fortress Dominion is in the lowlands. So you have to go. Actually, you do get reports as the wedding goes on that the Beast of Alloy has attacked an outpost in the lowlands, basically leveling it. Dozens were killed, hundreds had to
I
evacuate.
thought it was a nerve at this point. So
No, it's moving around. It's quite erratic. This is the first contact it's come into with any highland. Yeah,
It's the balls that are inert.
yeah. So the fleets tried to save the people, but could only evacuate the survivor, or evacuate most of the people before it. They could not get close. Its defenses were too
So
formidable.
did it like attack, or did it like targeted, or did it just happen?
It seems to just kind of, whenever anything gets too close to it, it just kind of
bang.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just kind of levels. It has essentially, it has its own artillery that can basically release bombs that can just level an entire city.
It's bigger than a city, right?
Yeah.
Is it the ghost of a nuclear warhead?
No, because it lasts longer. It's not just one.
drink.
Yeah. So the Fortress Dominion.
Did we really just go there? Seriously.
So the to get there fast though, that would be a play if you want to get there.
I do want to get there fast.
All right. So you have to dive. You're up at the top and you have to go way far down.
Okay, so
So there are things in the way. Other
okay.
So it's like a really
ships,
cool.
animals, that kind of thing.
So it's like a really cool thing, like dive, and people.
I can
rushing
slow our
into stations.
descent. How can you two? How can you three?
Well, yeah. Who's going to be making the primary play?
Who wants to make the
Or
primary
does
play?
someone can make a potential discard in order to?
Because I am going to
see.
slow
Does
the
that
descent.
have to be a face card?
No, it's from your potential hand.
Right.
Potential.
No, it
Okay.
does not have to be. It's a random discard. Remember,
Oh, okay.
it's random draw discard from your hand. The card you randomly discard determines how powerful the magic is.
All right.
For example, with ore, you could reinforce the ship.
Or, oh yeah, I was going to
That's
say
one
with
way.
Alchemist Stone, I
Oh,
could
yeah,
ghost
yeah.
the engine.
Yeah, you could turbocharge it. So,
All right, I'll do that.
you want me to draw?
Sure.
All right. 9. All right,
Nice.
that's pretty good. So that'll reduce it down to a 2-card challenge
Okay.
to get there fast in less than a day.
So-
or in about a day.
Alrighty.
You're basically diving for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So,
And
good, and then pulling up at the right time.
Yeah.
So,
and I could actually with my
so who's piloting? Who's making the primary thing?
I'm piloting.
Well, that's the primary one. I can do another one by he dosed the engine too, and I can improve the efficiency on it. So
He's perfectly safe, I assure you.
Okay.
I'm not doubting it, but I'm just
Will
really,
not blow up. Will not.
Yeah, that could be another random discard.
I'm curious
you
why
will
you
not
bring
be
that
able
up,
to
Violet.
draw back up.
I had that hadn't crossed
because
my mind
you're
until now.
going this fast, you're not resting.
okay, and that would be my,
Smear
for my
campaign
primary
by
hand, correct?
Yeah,
competing
from your
crop.
potential hand.
My potential hand. Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah, because that's the hand. you don't
Definitely
heal
not
back
warranted.
fast.
okay, yeah, that's fine. So
You know, the more you
Alright.
emphasize it.
The more you know.
4. So yeah.
not too bad.
Has nothing to do with traffic
So
safety.
yeah, the engine is
investigation.
purring like a kitten.
Okay.
And
It's
it
a very
is.
relaxing sound.
So as long as you don't hit anything, you're fine.
Well,
So-
Captain,
Alright.
that's all we're.
However,
gonna,
I
that's all
am
we're
going
gonna
to
get out
use
of
the
it.
assassin deck. While you were stationed in Bright, someone snuck on board and sabotaged some things. So it's a 1 card plus a 1 card cash. So
Assassins.
it's a
Who touched
1
my
card
engine?
for you. What are you using?
I'm using Leaf on the Wind, and I'm going to just dip straight down, fall, and use my plant magic to create a set of
Airfoils.
more controllable like sails and like
And you can
to
also
guide the
sense
wind.
the wind ahead of you, so you
Yes.
know, oh, there's a big thing.
A giant hurricane's about to happen. Oh
Yeah.
boy! All
or
right,
a giant rock. I should get around. that.
exactly.
All right.
exactly.
You're gonna
how
have to
many
watch
cards
out
you get
because
to play
the
with
wind
that?
rises.
3.
Is that a potential?
No, it's an
Oh,
ability.
okay. Yeah. So I only get 1.
All right. Boom!
Jack, obviously, 18.
I have probably more
19.
than 18.
Oh yeah, we forgot to do stakes. Obviously.
Oh, I
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah, you get there
I
in a
survived.
day. If you failed, I'm sorry, we got caught up. You would have still made it there, but something would have been lost along the way.
Something. That's mysterious.
So, but it doesn't matter because you got there. So, good
Could
job.
have been a key. Could have been
Could-
bomb.
or could have been
Could
a
have been
princess.
Lucius.
Yeah,
Or it could have been a princess. That's right.
that would have been awkward.
I mean, you were too keen on the marriage initially.
Hey, I am one day into a marriage that I did not know I was going to be in. Cut me
Isn't that-
some slack.
That's usually how marriage goes.
You're handling it well, Kellen.
All right, so Fortress is a military aristocracy, is ruled by military aristocracy known as cadre. The current Grand Marshal is Lord Colin Hale.
Also, I kept Anatole because that didn't happen.
No, you negotiated.
Okay.
That was part of it.
That was the inn. Okay.
Yeah.
Be safe, Anatole.
Yeah, no, he's going to be rehabilitated through prayer. So
I made the wrong choice.
and rituals. Yeah, he was a bad guy. Jeez.
He killed his partners.
Yeah.
True.
So you don't know why they're so interested in that. I mean, it's probably there's big.
It's a
notes.
militaristic nation interested in a gunship.
Yeah, well, it's more than a gunship.
Wow.
So they might have some sort of crisis.
I don't know if
doing
they
it.
know that.
So obviously, it's going to be 3 card plus 1 cash for challenge as the default.
This is our Lord, Mr. Hilter.
So if you want to negotiate, that's fine. If you want to try and make plays to reduce that difficulty, or
How many of us here are proficient in combat?
I
Lucius?
can throw a punch.
Perhaps would you be willing to enter into some sort of show of force? Perhaps a dueling ring to demonstrate that we are capable warriors?
all right, that would reduce the cash. They would respect you more. So it'd just be a 3 card challenge. If you succeed, and you'll gain some insight into the crisis, or like there is an underlying reason why they're doing this.
I bet.
If you fail, though, you will take a major wound, as they are pretty badass here too. Weirdly enough, so they managed to, and you will gain no other information about what's going on.
Ooh.
Deadly tea ceremony.
And I am going to say the assassin strikes again. I'm going to use that
Right now?
Yeah, and this is going to be a 2 card challenge. Someone poisoned a blade.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Gimlet eye.
Okay.
I spot it.
Okay. All right. So you can.
This
All right.
combat has been interfered with.
All right. So you want to use teamwork to help his play, or do you want to make your own play to try and catch the assassin?
I'll make my own play.
Okay. So you're trying to catch the assassin.
Yeah.
So as you're preparing for combat, you notice that happened, and so this will, if you succeed, you will neutralize that cash, the assassin cash altogether, and you will. What else do you want to have happen? As they clean the blade off, obviously, before the duel. So that will be the bare minimum.
Catching a
I would say
assassin.
I would say that would be a 1 card cash if you a 1 card challenge if you just want to do that. If you want to get anything else,
Let's catch the guy this time.
all right. If you want to catch the guy, that's going to be a 3 card challenge. He's very elusive. If you want to kill the guy, it would be 2 cards.
Does he still have anything on the cash to tap?
He has 2 points. One of which is going to be used on.
Okay, so one more
And if
after
you fail, not only do you not hear about this challenge, but you are waylaid by your own ambush, as he will deal you a major wound, and then escape into the night, and refreshing his cash back up to 3. So
Okay.
I'll go all in.
okay,
Right.
so you want to capture him intact.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a 3 card challenge,
Okay.
and he's obviously using the assassin cash because he's the assassin. So it's 3 plus 1.
And I
If you
can-
catch him, you'll neutralize the entire cash, helping Tom and yourself. And let's see what else. You will catch him, and you will be able to interrogate him. And Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And I want to assist with always 1 to 5 steps ahead. So
Okay. You can use that as teamwork, and you will take a minor wound if they fail.
okay.
And if
And I'm.
sorry.
Go ahead. No.
And if you succeed, you still capture and intact.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cash in my cash from Kingdom of the Bright. It's a desert poison, and that's how I recognize it.
Oh,
Nice.
Very good. Yeah. Let me see here. What am I going to use? Do. All right. 3 card plus 1. So
Okay.
you get your 1 card. Remember, it's 2 or 3. If it's higher than a 3, it's just counts as a 2. All right. That's good. He gets his cash.
So do I.
I get a 8 plus 2, 10. I get a 14.
Wisdom.
Yeah. No, definitely not. This is definitely combat.
Okay. All right. Fine. It was worth a shot.
No, that's fine. It's still a 10.
Yeah. So that's 5, 25, 31, 34.
I'd say you won.
Yeah, no. Same.
Yeah.
I got rid of 3 cards. So,
So did I actually.
But he needs to get rid of more of them
yep.
so he can kill us later. With kindness.
All right, so you capture him. You don't have to
good.
worry about that. So it's a 2-card challenge for you. Same as before. If you succeed, you'll gain insight into the crisis and reduce the diplomacy challenge to 3 cards instead of 3 plus 1.
All right.
If you fail, you take a minor wound because it's not poisoned, and they're not trying to kill people.
Yeah.
But you will not gain any other insight as you lose, and you don't really make the Explorer Knights look good. So 2 cards. And you want to use any caches?
Sorry, you said it was a day to get down to them.
Yeah.
So does that mean we recharged any?
No, because you were going
Okay.
diving the entire time.
All right.
It was not
Okay,
resting.
Can I use
Yeah.
Chimera to emphasize that I am completely unnatural?
As your cache? Yeah, sure, definitely.
So I'll play my 2 cards and then I'll do those things.
Okay, so you play 2 cards, and so that is a do. All right.
It's a do.
It's a do.
Shut up.
Do.
You shut.
That sounds like a tough play.
All right.
Are you Prime Minister?
Yeah. Anyways.
All right. I got 14,
All right.
but it's an ace.
Yeah.
So first I will crown that. That's a king.
All right.
And
Damn.
now my cash. That's a 9.
All right.
Crap.
So 19, 29, 33.
All right.
Crazy snake
I had a
hands.
5.
You just sucker punch the guy.
Yeah.
It's like that Jason. It's like the Jason Bourne moves up, down.
All right. So because you got such a wide margin of success, you get a 1-card cash dealing with this diplomacy.
Yes.
So it's you get a +1 versus they're just 3 cards. You find out what their crisis is. They've been suffering from a lot of
tulip bubble.
no sky pirates. They've been plaguing some of their kingdoms, and there are some hideouts in the Twilight Frontier or the Lowlands that are too heavily fortified for them to safely attack. They think if they have this ship, they could just blitzkrieg anything in their way.
That's the problem.
Like the other nations.
Yeah, well, So they have a sky pirate problem. So because they're an honorable, they understand military strategy. You don't necessarily have to solve this problem for them.
Okay.
But that's why they're doing it. So you can try to solve their problem for them, but it's not an existential crisis. It's just their justification for going after this thing.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to solve it.
Yeah, but you can meet with the Sky.
Oh, yes. I would like to meet with...
Grand Marshal, Lord Colin Hale.
All right, I would like to meet with the Grand Marshal, Lord Colin Hale, over a game of chess. To demonstrate we've already won physically. I want to outplay him.
Okay.
You've bested my giant, and that means you're strong.
Exactly.
All right.
Inconceivable.
And, of course, to the meeting I bring a gift of tulips, because we picked some up from Bright. Or from...
I hear these are valuable.
Yeah.
I should save them.
These are
They're
very valuable.
collectibles.
They're a gift. I myself, I favor flowers.
We can even put them in crystals for you.
All right, so that's fine. So if you succeed, it's 3 cards to get everything.
Okay.
Let them pass. They will help you, and they're secret.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to tack on to make it even harder for yourself, or?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't want to get married.
If you fail, they will let you pass, but they say you must, on your way to the fortress, you must deal with the one of the sky pirates, or escort a merchant ship going with, or actually no, you must, as you're going to the thing, you must escort a merchant ship. So they'll only let you not pass.
Okay.
Or they will let you pass, but that's it. They won't assist you, and they won't tell you their secret. And you must escort a merchant ship to their own fleet that's going to resupply them.
We have to fail.
So that's if you fail.
Okay.
Are those states acceptable?
Those are acceptable.
Okay.
I could play another one, another offside saying that coming up as a representative from Bright, specifically stating.
You do have.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that Fan and I can both bring up saying that we have the backing in order to
Look at this lovely marriage.
Yeah.
They're happy.
but also to it's like if we unite all three kingdoms under this goal, we are able. It's like
Well, there's more than 3 kingdoms. These are just the 3 attacks.
Well, it's like these 3 particular kingdoms. We can ensure the safety from this horror that stands above us.
Okay, that you can use that for teamwork. You can tap that cash.
Yeah, I'm going to tap the cash. I'm definitely going to tap the cash.
I would say if you want to use teamwork, though, if you fail, consequences will be worse because then they expect that Bright will help them in any matters against Loft. And thus turning a 2 versus 1. That's great. That means we can push out Loft. Of course, Loft is not going to like that, and that will probably trigger a war. So if you want to add in teamwork. Otherwise, you can just use the cash.
I'm definitely going to use the cash. I think the cash will probably be good enough. I don't want to start a war.
And I don't want to start a war either. No.
That's the thing with teamwork. You have to escalate things.
Exactly.
That's so.
Otherwise,
I'll
it's
leave that.
just free points for every player.
Yeah.
You've made the second classical error.
Yeah.
The first is more
would it
well
be possible
known.
for me to do a
Never
separate
get
play
involved
from
in a
there
Sky
and then
War with
use
Fortress.
the chest of necessity as another tap to basically bring? Well, actually, let me take a look because that's.
That just gives you items to make repairs. It's not like
Oh, I'm getting extra things from there. Never
no.
mind.
So it's not. It just lets you you always have. You can always make repairs. Like you can never not be able to make repairs.
Okay, I don't think that's a good play. Never mind.
All right. Yeah, we'll just do the 3 rounds.
All right, yeah.
All right. Year 3, and you have a cash.
Yes.
And all right.
And
22.
boom. That is 20-something.
Okay.
And then I cash
26.
and crown.
Yeah. All right.
Woo! So I place down my king. So as you can see, that's game.
That is mate.
So you manage. I have not been having great cards lately, so at least at the
Which means all of his great cards are still yet to come.
Well, they have to be the same suit, so I don't like.
Now, Mr. Hale, I would appreciate it if
Grand
you would...
Marshal Hale.
Of course, I figured that over that game we've become closer.
Oh, okay. Well, you remind me of me back in the day. Right?
I bet I do.
Actually,
I hated me back then.
reminded me of my sister. She died fighting many sky pirates. Everything was on fire.
That's
great.
rather sad. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it was the best kind of.
She took down.
Oh,
she
yes.
took down 30 of them.
Glory and death, after
Yes.
all. Now, Mr. Hale, or Colin, if you will, I would appreciate it if you would divulge the secrets that you've learned about Fortress, as well as I would like to count on your assistance in what I'm sure will be a coming battle.
Our engineers, we found a series of strange devices over the years, and we realized they have some application in the ruins, but they're of limited utility. We realized they are very much, they are these devices that can open, force walls to move it up. They turn walls into openings, portal openers, as we call them. They've been of limited utility until now. We tested it. We sent a crew in. We sent a whole fleet in, but one ship made it past the defenses, and it had the portal opener, thankfully, and they got inside.
Oh, you have a crew inside Fortress, inside.
Well, we haven't heard anything from them since, but we know the portal opener works.
Do you have You have multiple.
We have one more. We have one left, and we'll give it to you.
Ah, well, thank you.
Yes.
Colin.
Because I'm sure, especially if you have those other fleets on command, send them in to distract the defenses, and then you can,
Of course.
get in.
Of course.
So, yeah, put yourself at the center mass. You want as many ships around you to draw fire as possible. Acceptable losses.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
So we should be able to sneak in, though.
Well, he doesn't know about the mirror. He doesn't know about.
Yeah. I'm
yeah.
staying quiet on that.
Yeah. So. Anyways. Yeah, so you've got everything. You've united
Excellent.
all the kingdoms. They're all on the same page. You have a way to get in.
Yeah.
a way to disable the defenses. You just have to get in.
Yeah.
Great.
So your ship is fully equipped thanks to this. Fortress. They have quite a few military supplies.
Weird.
We have a sizable escort too. So
Well, they're already there. You can just go to them.
yeah. So.
What is your plan? What do you want to? You just sneak in yourself, or do you want to? The heat mirrors can only create openings so big and for so long, so you don't know how long the port openers last. You might be able to sneak in a few ships after you, like in a line. You don't know if the port opener will be going to have to open up multiple ships at just the same width. So you know for sure your ship can get in safe. If you want to get more in, that would definitely be a play.
But if we're getting out though, so that's
It's totally unknown.
Yeah. Personally, I do not like the idea of complicating this mission by having more people inside. I believe that 4 Explorer Knights will be sufficient.
Well, your own ship. I mean,
Like,
you have 50
so-
dudes on it too. Plus Dana.
But our ship alone probably would be the best one.
Did Steve get well enough to come on this mission?
Steve's coming with.
Uh,
No, actually, Steve's in the hospital.
yeah.
Still.
Steve's like, no, sirs, I can come with you. It's fine.
Steve, you're an admirable man.
Like, well, I don't want to cause a fuss. Sir.
Of course.
That seems to be like, I'd be like,
never-
that's the whole British soldier. I don't want to cause a fuss, sir.
You never do want to cause a fuss, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve.
You're an icon that we all strive to
Yeah,
be.
we're all just like in tears, like, we're gonna miss you, Steve. Come on, man.
Get well soon. Have some tulips.
Even the chrysanthemum, like you bastard.
Yeah. So,
Praise to him, crewman Steve.
all right. Yeah. You have.
So we want to get there. We want to get in there by ourselves. Is it possible for the other fleets to cause a distraction without acceptable losses occurring?
Well, no,
Like,
the
without
heat mirror-
dying.
With the heat mirrors, the blind of sensors, that's how you get in without taking any damage.
Right.
Yeah, the whole
But
ship.
that'll last like the approach and for getting in.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
last long enough for you to. The portal opener will just open up
Okay.
the wall. The walls will just melt away from you,
And we can
then reform
get a
behind
deck,
you.
so we're safe.
So, you can get in safe for free because you did all this.
Okay.
If you wanted to get other ships in with you, that would be a play.
Nah, I think we're good. So,
Yeah.
It's all.
damn it, don't do.
Listen, the reason I don't want other ships inside is because if we bring in Loft or Brighter Fortress, they'll feel like they have a stake in it. Truthfully, once we get in there,
Well, you could try and get Explorer Night ships in there if you want.
True.
others. There are a couple observer ships there. Or
Okay,
watch-
okay.
That at least we can count on.
Yes.
So,
But truthfully, what I want to do is take this key, get to the control room, turn it on, and then drop it into the dark. I don't want anybody getting a hold of this.
Well, no, you have to plug it into a specific mechanism.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's
like, once we get into the key and
Yeah.
find the control room, once we get control of the ship, I want to turn it on and shut off the thrust
Yeah.
and just let it fall.
that's a way of dealing with it.
Yeah, just drop it.
Priceless technology.
Just
and
throw it into the
resources.
sun.
Yeah.
well,
Well,
It's a giant gunship.
you could dismantle it and
No good will come of this.
It is only way to be sure.
All right.
so I'm sad to let this go, but this is pretty. It's like in anybody's hands. This could turn everything into a giant war. So
Yes, it could.
So the Explorer Knights are basically Age of Sail Magipunk Firewall.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
everything.
then we're doing it right.
They're public. I mean, they're publicly known. They're not secret. But yeah, you have total. You answer to no one other than the other
Yeah.
Explorer Knights, because you're the guys who go fight the Children of the Dark and go,
Yeah.
save the world from monsters.
Super cool.
Yeah.
And they're
We
going
might
to
be
be
able-
like, oh, there was a thing that was an existential threat to the entirety of this civilization. Yeah, the sun was probably the right place for
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, all the three kingdoms who wanted are on your side now, so like they all trust you.
Bill, you're mixing into your base raiders
Yeah,
and for completely
it's fine.
different reasons.
And besides, that was a superhero you threw into the sun.
we know.
And he would have
Nah.
destabilized things.
Nah.
All right.
So,
It's my favorite place to keep things.
All right. So as you fly there, you can recover all your potential. If anyone has any wounds, they can
I
heal those
haven't
up.
spent it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, there have been a lot of plans. Well, no, there have been a lot
I've
of
just
plans.
used abilities and skills.
Yeah. Well,
Six.
I mean, there's a whole thing about tulips, so
Yeah.
like you can't say there haven't been plants in this.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I used
Yeah.
Know Your Roots, so that was yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been playing the plant angle super hard.
Much better.
Yeah. So for your 4-card potential then.
So yeah, I've done that. And we draw back up to our 6, right?
Yeah, you have a play hand, you have your
the
potential
so,
hand.
yeah. So yep.
So you have a total of 10 cards in 2 different hands. I have 8 cards in one hand, but I can only use one suit at a time. Otherwise, I would be totally OP.
Yeah.
All right, you can just head there. So you head there. It takes you about over a day. You have to. There's more ships, traffic heading towards it. There's more and more. All the fleets are heading there. Of course, now there's more Explore Night ships there because it's already word has spread that it leveled the community. It's heading towards another kingdom.
Yeah.
It's right now. I'll say it's heading towards. Oh, what's another kingdom we could go to? Not one of the ones I've talked to. Let's see here. Verdant.
I'm from Verdant.
Yeah. It's heading towards Verdant right now. It's on a collision course with
I
Verdant.
would not like it to collide with
Yeah,
Verdant.
over 100,000 people live in this capital.
And it has wonderful plants there.
Yeah, it's a very verdant land. Weirdly,
As you might expect. They named themselves
Verdant has sent some of their fleet as well. Fortunately, the Explorer Knights are pretty good about organizing everyone because everyone's working together. It's like World War II. Everyone's on the same side. Only instead of Hitler, you have just a giant autonomous war machine going. Maybe there's a little man with a mustache in there. You don't know. But if you make no other preparations, you activate the heat mirrors. Point at a single spot. It is covered. There is a lot of steam coming from it, a lot of mist, actually, to conceal its bulk. You can get a general sense of it as it kind of peeks out parts of it. But it's like a longish rectangle, but with broken up. There are parts of it. There is sort of openings into it, and there is just lightning crackling from it. But it is absolutely massive. If you get close enough to it, it takes up the entire horizon, just blocks your entire. As you get closer and closer, all you see is it just getting closer and closer.
I need to put a little overtime in on this.
Oh yeah, no. This is your crew members are actually there's going to be a play because your crew members are mere mortals. They aren't chock full of potential. They're quivering in their boots and shaking.
Oh, this is something they need their captain now.
They do need their captain. So to keep them at full efficiency will be a 2-card challenge. I would say so. If you fail, your crew breaks down, and as you go into your ship.
It's like don't watch the speech.
Your ship loses its masts. And as you go into the thing, into the Beast of Alloy itself, thus you lose all control of the ship.
Okay.
Thus, as you hurtle towards something, as your crew member panic and scream.
I know exactly.
If you succeed, what do you want to have happen?
I would like the crew to be on point, and I'd like a crew cache to tap in the future, so that I can rely on them.
Okay.
Like for important shit. And I'm going to tap that no, I probably couldn't. Yes, actually. I'm going to tap the last ship cache that we have.
Okay.
That even the ship is so well oiled by this point that it's going to take less effort from the crew to do what's necessary to get us there.
Okay. That'll give you a 1-card cache.
Yes.
For the crew instead of the ship. Actually, a 2-card cache.
Okay.
But that'll be a 3-card challenge then.
Okay. All right.
And if you fail, your ship is
messed up.
And you will not be able to fly it.
Okay.
It easily without massive cost. Or at a massive cost, and you will lose some crew members.
Okay.
Great.
Let's see.
This is 3.
And
you get your 1 cache.
Okay.
And we can assist on this?
If you want to use teamwork, you can. That will raise the stakes. It might be just for you.
How confident are you?
Confident-ish.
Yeah?
Can I do a separate challenge to affect the difficulty?
What is that?
Got one in my pack, so I'm an alchemist. That means I want to give the crew enough booze, but not too much.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Let's see. If you succeed, I will say. Actually, I will instead of changing. It'll still be a 3-card challenge. However, if you succeed, you will gain an additional story bonus, and you'll gain insight into what the machine is. And if you fail, your ship will not be nearly as damaged. It will still.
Okay.
It will still. You will still lose some. It'll still be damaged, but it'll still be flyable. It will be limping along. So you'll improve the stakes on both sides with a 2-card challenge. And if you fail, though, I will have a 2-card drunken crew challenge cash. So
I like
That
it.
sounds good.
I like it.
I'm down with it.
so yeah, I'll
right.
do that.
Would it be also possible to add another separate challenge on top of that too, or?
Let's not.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I want to make sure. So,
all right, let's not necessarily. All right,
Okay.
so 17.
15.
All right. I thought you had something there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 17. All right, you fail. That's fine. They're drunken.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I was just working against the expected value of a card. So.
Yeah. It had to happen sooner or later. You guys have been mostly succeeding.
Yeah.
So the crew's drunk. I will add that to the 3-card thing.
Okay.
So it's 3 plus 1 now, and I'll have 1 after that. Otherwise, I didn't say anything else about the stakes getting any worse. If you
Right.
fail.
Okay.
It's just the challenge card.
now is it possible for me to do that mind challenge after?
What is that? So they're drunk. Your ship starts
So they're going to love
shaking.
your speed.
As you get pulled in, as the portal opener opens, you see just a panel the size of a building just melt away.
Yeah.
And the ship starts shaking. You're in a vortex, or you're being pulled through in there. There's just, and so the ship is beginning to shake apart, and the crew isn't able to because you're not tacking on it right.
Right.
You're going against the wind. So that's what's going on. So now you can modify before you give your speech. So what are you doing?
All right.
Every morning
An alternative
before
speech to the
breakfast.
crew, so our
You can't do a speech.
Oh, another speech. Okay, I was
Because
going to
he's
ask.
still giving
All
a
right.
speech.
In that case, seeing as the crew is completely smashed because of reasons, I am taking a couple of the crew and Tana, since we're the few sober down here, and altering the engine to work on us on less moving parts, basically to consolidate our.
Well, I mean, you can work on the engine by temporarily increasing the power to push the ship in the right. Right now, it's broadside against the vortex, so it's shaking apart.
Okay.
It needs to get the right side.
Yeah,
so you need to put more power in the rudder to get
yeah,
it.
that's what I'm trying to do
All
too.
right, so if you succeed, I will apply the drunk crew to this as well. So this will be a 2-card 1 challenge. If you succeed, what do you want to have happen?
If I succeed, I want us to be able to go.
Lower the card challenge.
Like lower the card challenge, so
Okay.
for getting in, and also
All right,
because
roll
of
by
this,
1, so it'll be a 2 plus 1 cash then.
and also to be able to, in case we need help, I want this to be a sobering experience for the.
All right, it'll get
for
rid of
the
the rest
crew.
of it. All right, so it'll get rid of the other points. So
Sir, I
it'll
literally
just be a
pissed all that
2-card
booze
challenge.
out of my system. Directly into my pants.
I will say, if you want to succeed at that, though, if you want to sober them up immediately, I'll say the only way to do that is with harsh stimulants, which you have access to thanks to your chest. You can make repairs to anything, even the crew.
Oh my god.
However,
Who
you
wants
have to
meth?
imbibe that as well, which will cause you a 1-card penalty to your hand for the rest of the session, as you were just too jacked up on basically alchemical monster drug.
We need to make sure we're out of this. So yeah,
So that's if you succeed.
okay.
If you fail, it's still a 3 plus 1 card challenge, and you you shock yourself. All right, actually, no. Thana will get the crew into shape. So no. You just shock yourself. Let's not
that'll
make
be
it too complicated.
Okay.
So you will take a minor wound.
Okay, we're a 2-card
and
challenge.
you won't do anything to help that. So
Okay.
it's a 2-card challenge.
Okay. And this is using technical acumen. So
Technical acumen, yeah. So let me think here. What do I want to use? Let's see here. I will use these 2. All right.
are the cards. So.
Leaving it.
All right. And I'm using the drunk too.
And I am crowning.
From what? Oh,
Ace.
yeah. Okay. 26.
Let's see, 24.
26.
So fuck. Damn it.
So you take a minor wound.
I tried, guys. I'm so sorry.
You did good.
No, it had to happen sooner or later. So here's what happens. There's still 1 point drunk crew, which will be used on you. You take a minor wound, which is 2 points. Plus, you break a leg. Because when you draw a face card, you get a specific thing. So you shock, it does the Star Trek thing of panels exploding, that kind of thing. And you fall and your leg snaps. So you are going to be hobbling along for a while.
Oh, shit.
So am I down to 4 cards now? Or 2 cards?
Just, 4 cards.
4 cards, okay.
No, only, 4 cards, sorry.
Okay.
You take a 2-card wound.
Okay.
And then you have a consequence. It's just broken leg.
Broken leg.
Like, so
things are going not great. So 3 card plus 1. So
I thought it was 2 plus 1.
No, oh, did he? No, because he failed. It didn't do anything to the difficulty.
Right. Okay, that's right. So it's 3 plus 1. Okay.
And he failed his, so that's why there's a drunk penalty or a drunk challenge cash.
Sorry, guys.
So
It had happens to your leg.
yeah, it was,
I'm cashing. I'm cashing.
What cash are you using?
The remaining ship cash that we have.
And I'll be using mine.
Yeah. Oh my god. I pat Kellen on the shoulder as Thana starts tending to your leg, trying to patch it back together.
Yeah.
I take center stage of the ship near the masthead, and try to shout over the
Drunken and
the drunken, rowdy crew, the shocking engine.
I'm still saying they love your speech. They just don't get much from it.
they're actually thrilled with you. We're doing it. We're winning. We got this in the bag, guys. We're through the hard part. So they're overconfident.
Exactly.
Shit.
All right.
Well, Tom, Lucius hasn't done anything yet. Do you want to try and lower the challenge of this?
Maybe
You could make a play,
scare them.
or you could use teamwork.
don't raise the stakes. Could you intimidate them into silence, or
That would be teamwork if you're just scowling at them. That's pretty easy. I mean, you get to add a 2 or 3 to his
I was
play.
using Inquisitor to...
And I will say, the only added consequence will be you taking a minor wound as you stand there, and you're when the shape jostles, you get thrown around.
Or can I just terrify the crew into getting in shape? Shut up! Stop being weird! Stop being.
Well, do you want to make your own play, or you just want to add on to his play? If you want to make your own play, we set your own stakes. If you just want to add on to his, you're just you get to add 1 card to his play, a 2 or a 3, and if he fails, you take a minor wound.
I'm gonna make my own play.
Okay, you want to make your own play? All right, so let's talk about it. What do you want? What do you want to do if you succeed?
Ship is basically
Ship is flying in a vortex into the belly of the Beast of Alloy, a massive war machine.
The crew is shocked out of their complacency and overconfidence.
Okay.
They get their shit together, and they successfully get the ship in the position it needs to be to quit being smashed about.
Okay, it gets in position. I'll even throw in this. You gain insight into what's going on. And I'll say this is a 2-card challenge. So for failing, do you want the consequences to be entirely on you, or do you want to divvy it out some?
Entirely on me.
All right. So you will take a major wound. As
God.
Actually, no. I will say no. You won't take any wounds. You are sucked of all your potential. It drains out of you as you enter into the ship. You lose your entire potential hand.
Okay.
All right. So if you fail, so this is a 2-card challenge, and you're using what ability?
Inquisitor.
Okay.
I'm essentially being all of you stop being weird.
Yeah.
Now.
You can do that.
All right.
Let's see here.
Don't be weird.
One guy on a party horn, it just sort of...
All right, so if you succeed, you'll remove the Drunken Sailor cash. So it'll be a 3-card challenge.
And get the ship in the position
the ship will be
to stop being battered.
Well, we'll reduce the challenge to 3 cards for stop being battered. So actually, no, that's actually you're doing his thing. You're asking for the resolving.
That's fine.
Thing. That's a 3 plus 1.
That's fine.
All right.
Shall we?
So it's 3 plus 1. What is your ability at?
3.
3. Okay.
All right.
So he's yelling at the crew. His booming voice can be heard over.
Booming, croaking voice.
Yeah,
Exactly.
croaking voice. All right. So it's a 3-card challenge.
Do it.
I get the sailor cash. So
Okay.
All right, 3 plus 1. Are you? Wait. Are you
Joker.
using it? Okay. Oh,
There we go.
I have to shuffle my entire fucking hand
me
again.
too.
All right.
Oh, and Joker out.
Well played.
Yeah, Joker out. All right. Well, yeah, it didn't matter what cards I chose because I had to get rid of them anyway.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, it's another chance for me to find my question. So with the Joker succeed, you yell out. The crew fears Lucius. He is the only one who survived this long of a contact with the Darklings. He's the only one who escaped from their laboratories.
And look what it did to him.
Yeah, look what it did to him. And he's come back and become a hero. They are quite afraid of you. And then you point out the scale of the ship. You can see inside it is a massive gridwork of railings and chambers, open air kind of chambers. There's lightning arcing in the distance. It is almost like a factory. You see actually motion. There are numerous machines and structures inside that are moving about. You see cogs, clockwork
machine
robot
dudes.
Yeah, moving about. Some are repairing things. Some are building things. All in a factory. There's a single, but because of that, you sail through the sort of a whole tunnel network of large enough to carry a ship through. You realize you're being carried to the heart of the ship. You chose the vortex right. The vortex, these are essentially like air tunnels that will take you to different parts of the fortress. And you chose the right one to go into the heart of the fortress. And as you're going in there, you can see there's a center sort of pillar structure running up the middle, the square middle of this massive fortress. And in that, you see another ship parked or docked ahead of you. A smaller ship.
Do we just want to take care of this right now?
So
Is it the other?
well, you can just try if you can get that EMP bomb on them. You can do that. So. But there's an elevator going to the top center of the ship. The ship itself that you see ahead of you is docked at the middle. There's like a landing platform there.
I got this.
So
Well
1, 2,
done,
3, 4,
Lucius.
5, 6, 7, 8. So I got 8
You'll put in a
cards.
good word for me, right?
Of course. At command and
You're gonna have to do this because I'm.
So you can always use your Explore Knight's Cash to flush your hand and draw a new
yes, that's
display
how
hand.
it works.
Oh, I can. So
Well, anyone can. If you haven't used your Knight's
You're
Cash,
flush
you can
tonight.
use that to flush your hand and get a new hand. Not
I
your
was in the
potential,
dark.
but your normal.
no normal hand. No, I'm gonna do that. That's
Okay.
I
actually
understand.
so flushing it. And,
Yeah.
I didn't learn the
So I
alphabet
re-
until I was
just
You,
put
well,
it
you
in.
discard it. You put all your hand into your
That's
discard
better than
pile,
some
Okay.
business.
And then
and then discard 6 new cards, or you draw 6 new cards, or 4 new cards for you.
It's actually pretty awesome being
Yeah.
a frog. Pretty nice, actually.
All right, so you're approaching. You see what's going on. You can see that the few people are there with your looking glasses that have been left as guards, but there is a sort of freight elevator that goes up to the top. There's also there is a massive engine city below you. So you realize your bomb would not take that out. Like it's too small. It's,
I was
No,
talking
the
about the
other
other ship.
oh yeah, the other ship you could totally take out.
Are they flying any sort of visible flag?
No. It is a small ship, about half your size, almost. It's faster than your ship, but lightly armed.
Does it?
Shoot first, ask questions
Well,
later?
does its design match any of the kingdoms?
Yeah, it's a kinship. It's not a Children of the Dark ship.
Okay, so I mean, for specific kingdoms, though,
Oh, it's not Fortress's ship.
It's not fortresses. Fuck them. So,
Do we see anybody?
I
Like,
saw 2 or 3 people milling about in the distance, and they see your ship coming too. Your ship is
do
impossible.
they like? How do they?
rail?
They move from view,
Okay.
so they're no longer in view
They're not going anywhere.
as you approach.
I
I'd
don't
like to
trust
call a scene.
Okay.
Foont.
So you want to take out their ship with the EMP bomb. So
Yes.
it's a long shot.
Courtesy of my
Yeah, with your
mounted-
all right.
Nice.
So with that, I will say because you're using your relic and another relic you want, it would be a 2-card challenge.
Okay.
And if you succeed, the ship will drop like a rock.
All right, I'll use a movable object to steady my shot.
Okay, you can do that. You can sense the power of the earth, and if you fail, though, I will say your shot goes too high, and you disable a piece of the fortress's machinery that will then fall on over your ship. So your ship will have to make some very, very quick maneuvering
Oh,
to
buddy.
avoid that. So, and this is definitely a combat situation. So,
Okay.
card?
Yep.
All right.
So here's one for.
27.
Okay.
And yeah, you have your cash.
I couldn't make an assist, couldn't I?
You fire too high. Let's see what that's an 18, 22.
Yeah. 29.
29 versus a 27.
I was like, yes! Dude!
Momentarily poured at math.
Yeah. Even it will. So, good job. That
All
was
right.
very close.
So Foont happens as planned.
Nice.
We're all just looking on the deck like,
I turn as I hear the noise.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I caught
Just
that.
taking care of a prop.
Well, actually, it's not really. Well, it's actually just,
Sorry, prop.
it actually crashes through the hull, and then the ship just drops. It just falls into the engine city. Now, the people that were on there, they may have been on the ship, or they may not have been on the ship. There was a landing dock on it as well. So
We take their spot.
you take their spot. All right.
Parking's really a bitch here, isn't it?
It is.
All right. So as you park, what is your plan to?
Be on the lookout for anybody that was on that ship that had
Are
gotten
you going
off.
first, or are you sending your crewmen out first?
Richards.
Let's send the crewmen out first to just scout this immediate area.
All right, they are immediately massacred by.
Wait, we got the crewman cache that I bargained for that he finished.
Well, let's talk about it. No, the red shirt gets shot by a crossbow bolt
Great.
that lands in his neck. You were being ambushed by a group of 3 badasses. There is one with crossbow pistols that is firing them with auto. There is another. Let's see here. Who has a brace of pistols and is you also a rifle, a swivel rifle. They are taking pot shots at you. And as you rush forward into battle, a man with a whip sword comes around to waylay the first person who gets near his ambush spot. So there are 3 basically badass characters.
Do we recognize any of their clothing?
I don't know. Do you? This is part of the stakes. They are wearing. You can recognize them. And try and figure out more about them, depending on how much you want to do. If you want to defeat them, that's a big.
I
one.
will take point.
You could actually defeating each one is a play in of itself.
I have a risk because how
Yeah.
close are they to the dock?
They're on or above the dock. Remember, there's also imagine you're the inside of a skyscraper, and there's girders and in networks,
Yeah.
and then some of them have platforms and chambers.
Are you long or close range?
I have piston drive close range, but I have a possible play for our whip guy. So
Okay.
Yeah, if you just want to take them out one-on-one, that would be the easiest way to do it.
so yeah, what I would like to do because where is he in relation to everybody?
He's moving about, and he's jumping really fast. He
Okay.
has wind potential to fly about.
Okay. Wind potential. Shit.
Yeah, no, they all have potential too. They're all badass.
So
Whipsword guy.
I'm gonna take
it's
out
called
the farthest
Luca, by
guy.
the way.
Luca?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gave them names. That's how
Whoa.
badass they are.
does he live on the second
That's
floor?
full time. That's management.
So yeah. So if you want to, let's do with you pick out Luca and rush forward.
This is not a good idea anymore. So he has.
Well, it depends on what you want to do. Sets the challenge.
What I wanted to do was to place myself.
Killing him is easier than capturing him, by the way,
So,
or converting him to your side.
I don't think I can do that anymore.
You have. Does he have a Thana cache?
I think I gave. If you want to, actually, if you want to use Thana in a play, I'll give you a 1-card cash. God.
What? You don't want to get her
touches my
dead?
waifu. Yes.
No, that's just a bad idea for her.
Why?
If she dies.
Oh, I could have that happen regardless. I could always save consequences. Thana and everyone else on the ship dies.
No, the original idea that I had.
That's always
The original idea I had was standing on, standing on the edge, making myself a nice target for him, letting him get close, overcompensate, and then use spark jump to get behind. Basically, allow him to go over the edge.
Okay, so taking him out.
Yeah.
And just having him tumble into the void.
Yeah.
Not seeing what happens.
Yes.
All right, that'll take him out of the fight. That'll be a 2-card challenge.
2-card challenge.
All right, Luca forward rushes. Luca rushes forward. The whip blade. It's a whip. It's a sword. It's a whip sword.
He thinks he's so clever.
He
Okay.
is all right, so it's a 2-card. So if you succeed, you'll do that. He'll tumble into the void. You will not see him the rest of this adventure. So,
But there's a well, we'll bring that up.
yeah, if you fail, he will. I say, what will he do? He will actually, he does that, but then he whips his blade out around Lucius's throat and throws him and pulls him down to pull himself back up.
Oh shit!
Thus sending Lucius into the void. So, and also scarring your throat. So,
Sorry, Tom.
Yep.
You're an asshole.
Really? Who's the asshole here?
Sorry, can I make a play?
No, he's a monster.
Are you interfering with this, or
Yes.
was that okay? What are you wanting to do?
Powerful fuse.
What?
Gonna grab Lucius.
Well, you can. If you fail that you can just make a discard.
Oh,
check.
sorry, I thought I was out for a moment.
No,
I thought
that was
happening.
that's if the if he
Okay.
fails. Remember, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so-
All right.
Okay.
2 cards.
2 cards.
So if you succeed, he's gone. If you fail, Lucius takes a minor wound. His throat is scarred, and he's falling into the void.
Okay, so all right.
And also, Luca is still around.
Alrighty, so
all right.
crowning trickery deception.
Nope, it's combat.
But that's
Oh no, you're right. Yeah,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I'm using magic to get him out of the way and
All right.
thinking I'm a helpless target.
All
So,
right.
all right. So 10, 15, 20,
23.
23. Yep. So
Beats a 19.
yay!
All right.
So target.
All right.
Asshole.
Luca disappears. You don't see him.
He's coming for revenge. He's so
Maybe.
coming revenge.
Not in this session.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Not our problem.
Oren, do you want to go next?
I want to take out the furthest target.
All right, the furthest target would be the Pistolier Celso.
Celso.
Yeah.
What is he up to?
He actually has a swivel rifle, and he also has a brace of pistols. So if you get close, he will start pistolering you, and from afar, he has a revolver rifle, swivel rifle, a heavy, rifle that he can snipe at people with.
Okay.
So he's pinning your crew down, that kind of thing. So if you succeed, do you just want to get him out of this fight, or do you want to? You could also maybe convert him to your side.
I
or
want
get him to surrender, or kill him, or what?
What I want from this is I would like to get him on our side because I recognize him.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. And what did you say his name was?
Celso.
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 Okay. I recognize Celso from my time before the Explorer Nights when I was a nomad.
Okay.
Yeah, two tribes that passed each other. We hit it off. We got along. And we're like, hey, yeah, if we see each other in the future, maybe we'll, team up or something.
Okay.
We talked about our mutual
You gave
desire.
him water, maybe. Yeah.
Yes. Gave him water and a plant.
All right. All right. That's good. That's good. So that would definitely be a 3-card challenge.
Okay.
If you succeed at that. If you fail, though.
And I'm going to catch my nomadic.
Okay.
Thing.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
If you fail, though, he will open up and devastate the crew with grape shot,
I don't want that.
rendering your ship unable to fly properly because you're just taking too many casualties.
Yeah.
He will then retreat, but untouched, and ready to attack at any time, maybe even the same session. So
That's
those sound acceptable to you?
that sounds acceptable to me.
Okay. All right. So this is a 3-card challenge.
All right.
And it's definitely combat.
Okay.
All right.
And ta-da! And a cash and crown.
Okay.
Boom! Those are shitty crowns. So that's 19, 27,
33 total.
33, says Bill.
Let's see here. This is Nefarious Doings, because he's a bad guy. 15, 16, 21, 31, 33.
Barely.
Nice.
Holy crap.
Okay. Celso, is that you?
Oren! I swear
What the
to
fuck are you shooting at me for?
I didn't know it was you. I swore an oath to save you. I will. He turns and starts firing at. Let's see, who did I say was the last person? The crossbow bolt person. A woman, Zena. Xena, I'm sorry. I must swear my oath. Xena, of course, fires at him. He takes a crossbow bolt and staggers.
Oh, shit.
He is wounded, but not dead.
Okay,
but
good.
whether or not he dies depends on what happens next.
Yes.
Valdemar, you're dealing with someone with crossbow pistols with special bolts. She can
Right.
fire normal bolts, poison bolts, explosive bolts. All
Any
kinds
bolt you could shake a stick at.
Yeah,
Cheese
basically.
bolts.
Do you want to just kill her, get her out of the battle, or...
She's seeming pretty mercenary after that, so I'm thinking let's just have her done with.
Okay,
So I
just
will
kill her.
Fire, yes, with Gimlet Eye.
Okay. I would say taking her out is a 2-card challenge, because she's badass, but, you know, you're not trying to do anything fancy.
And I'll blow my cash from Master Gunsmith.
Okay. So if you fail, though, she will fire an explosive bolt at you, blinding you temporarily, and then she will finish off poor Celso, and then shoot another bolt at the elevator before retreating into the dark. Because she realized she's outnumbered, she can't possibly out of this. But
Bad person.
she will blind you, kill Celso, and do that. So, causing some
A lot
complications.
of downside.
Well, you know, you still get to. I mean, you know, it will resolve the battle. But
Fair.
Don't lose.
Okay.
2 cards.
Yep.
All right.
Oof.
Oh, only a 22 then.
25.
Oh!
Nice.
Holy shit!
It's all by the skin of our teeth.
Yeah.
Just
All right. So you
Glad
kill
they
her.
used that cash.
no kidding.
Bullet right through the.
Shot through the heart.
There you go.
And you to blame.
All right. So Celso manages to hang on. He's
Yeah, Celso, you dry branch. It's been so long since I've seen you.
dry range.
Nice.
I'm sorry. I got caught up in things.
Yeah, no shit. We've all been caught up in things. Here we are in the beast of alloy in its belly.
Yeah. No. I joined the circle. I thought
You joined the circle.
I was lost. I didn't know what to do with my life. They seemed to have all the answers, but when I saw that first kingdom destroyed, a few days ago, I realized I had chosen the wrong side. But I didn't know what to do. I was trapped in
Look,
here.
Celso, we'll get you back on your feet and get you on the right path. I brush aside some of the leaves that I used to block bullets. Snap the crossbow bolt
Yeah.
so that it isn't just protruding out. And help
he's
him to his
poisoned,
feet.
of course.
Oh shit.
So you.
Thana.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Listen, Celso, we have a priestess of Bright here. She can help. Mm-hmm. Tell me everything.
Okay. All right. But this is going to be a play for someone.
Of course.
To get all the information out. So if you want to get the information out and he dies,
No.
it's a 1 card. If you want him to live, that's a 2 card. If you want him to be able to aid you, that would be a 3 card.
Would you like your Inquisitor to do it?
No! That was nice.
So 2 card just to save him, so he'll be able to come back later on. But he won't. He'll be too weak to help you later.
Probably Kellen should play for Thana.
I will. Yeah, I will give you a 1 card cash for her healing abilities.
Healing ability. Okay, so
Yeah, it's like probably normal surgical.
No, we can augment our powers together. Yeah, there you go. So you
Fusion!
yeah.
I was thinking we're Steven Universe Fusion at this point. I have. I don't think I could do anything on this one. Like I have no healing ability on there.
It's how you justify it. Anything can be a healing ability if you squint hard enough at it. And you have the chest of stuff that gives you the ability to repair anything, even people.
Yeah.
In fact, I say
It's just an anti-venom.
Yeah.
You just have a syringe of anti-venom in the chest.
don't you have something that says I know stuff or like? No, that was you. I read
Yeah.
it. Or what do you have?
No, I have technical acumen.
There you go, technical acumen. First aid is
Or an eye for Arcanotech, which is
Yeah.
an ability. So.
Well, no, technical acumen. Like, you have to learn first aid to do this. So
I mean,
you can do
you
that.
probably jammed your fingers or drank too much oil or something.
So,
That's my jam.
which is problematic because again,
That wasn't coffee. That wasn't coffee at all.
So, but I would
2 card to save him.
Plus
so
the
you can
cash.
succeed. Yeah, plus the cash. So,
if the cash, I would be able to pull 1 for her. That's
yeah, from the top of your deck.
okay. Damn, let's give it a try. So,
All right, so
I I will do my best for you.
Look, Kellen, whatever happens, you have my support.
So, I can do this, and I appreciate it. I'm a prince. Prince.
Yep.
Tech doctor.
You sure are.
Prince Tech doctor.
So, alright, so if you succeed, you get the information and he lives. If you fail, he dies. You learn nothing. And the whipsword guy. No, I said he wasn't back.
No, he's gone. He's gone for this session.
But another person from the crew will come back to attack you. So as you spent too much time healing him.
Anybody want to help me?
Can I make an assist? My own
teamwork?
Play. No, my own play to lower the challenge.
It's really one person has to heal him. So.
Well, I was thinking I could.
You could use teamwork to help him.
Okay. All right. So I just discard a card then?
You play one card equal to a 2 or a 3.
I don't have a 2 or a 3.
Well, you can treat a higher card as equivalent as 2. But you raise the consequences, you'll be part of whoever ambushes you next because you didn't get all the crew, obviously.
Alright, cool. I'll do that.
Okay.
I used my 4 seed bag to create something to make a more powerful anti-venom.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. 1, 2, 3.
13.
Plus 2.
And...
Alright.
Yep.
Yes!
Done.
I've never operated on somebody. But at least somebody who didn't have wood in them.
See, I told you you're a hero prophecy. She kisses you on the cheek.
I'm just kind of staring straight ahead.
You did well, Kel.
My hands were in a man.
Yeah.
You did.
And he now has a carburetor for an appendix.
Alright, apparently he does. Alright, good job.
You did very well, Kellen.
Yeah, so...
2-valve or 4-valve?
I don't know.
Also, yes.
It was whatever was in the box.
The only people left up there, there were more of us, but we had to disable some of the cogs and we lost some. There's only one man up there. He
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, he calls himself the Master's Acolyte. He is trying to
Awfully
interface
full of himself.
Interface with the machine. He's trying to control it. He thinks he's almost been able to replicate the one missing component. I'm not sure how. But
Strife.
He's unstable.
No, the key.
Oh, well, there was also Strife, which is supposed to.
That's a whole other beast.
Right. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's the next session. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What? That's the next adventure. There's Massive Acolyte. You have to take the elevator up there. You can't fit too many people, but you can. Yeah. So Kelso tells you that the Master's Acolyte can fully... He tells you the danger that lies ahead. He can fully electrify the entire chamber, just vaporizing anyone who isn't him at a moment's notice. So if he notices anybody doing wrong, he'll just fry everything. So you have to be entirely silent or somehow mentally overpower him. But he's linked with the fortress itself, so who knows how that will work. So that's that. If you do you have any questions for him? He can try and answer them.
So I wonder if we can actually use our our obvious connection to override his at any point if there's another.
Well, you have to. You do show him the key. He does describe there is a opening that looks like that would fit that, but that's like
the interface
behind,
is where the acolyte is.
Yeah, it's in the room. The keyhole is in the acolyte.
And there's no other ports on there to just give you access in a room or an area that would look like that.
No. What?
Sorry. Basically, are there any other key accesses at other places that would just give you
for the command?
The command room alone. Okay.
So.
Is there... Celso's not in fighting shape, right?
No. That would be a 3-card challenge.
Yeah. Celso, would you perhaps be willing to part with your weapons for a time?
Of course.
You would? Wonderful.
I owe you my life.
It's
a second time.
It's true.
Yeah.
So you paid off the debt and quickly incurred another.
Yes.
Well, would you like petunias? Tulips, sorry.
Of course.
Just give him the
Take some tulips.
All right.
We have too many. Now, which of you would like his weapons?
Oh, impersonation. Disguise.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe the Inquisitor?
Yeah.
Lucius, how would you feel about impersonating dear Celso?
Yeah.
Actually, I might be...
Really?
I'm not very good at impersonating people.
Well, with your mist stuff, you can create essentially a magic hologram around yourself.
Oh.
With the weapons as props, too. I mean, it's anything. Like, however you can
understand.
You can bullshit anything. That's the whole point. Anyways, but if you want to do it, too, you can do that.
I mean...
Are you a good liar?
Do we have to worry about that part?
Yeah, it's however you justify it.
I just go, no.
Also depends. You can make multiple places.
I'm fascinated to see how this place works, but I don't think I would. I'm in any shape to do.
Of course, Cal. You need a moment to relax.
Yeah.
Your hands are still shaking.
Okay.
And my leg's still very
so
broken.
we either need
This is
mind control or stealth
or disguise.
or
You could try
just to get him from far enough away.
to put the key in and.
Well, it's an enclosed chamber. Like you just go up.
Oh, if you want me to mind
fuck.
fuckle him, I can do that.
You could do a technical thing to try and this machinery surrounding the acolyte chamber could be sabotaged to try and disrupt it or temporarily disable it, hacking it.
Actually, yeah.
You could actually get access to the outside because the acolyte chamber is basically the piloting chamber at the top center of it. So there's like a dome.
Mm-hmm.
So you could climb up outside the fortress and then try and snipe at him from outside from a distance.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do a techno thriller sequence where I pull out first, like, Spider-Man cups and climb up the outside.
Yeah.
And then set up and take the shot.
You could definitely do that.
With got one in my pack.
Yeah, that's definitely a 3-card challenge.
Could we use the disguise plan to
Boy.
lower it by having like the person go in, talk to the guy, and like just have
to
it
distract
stand
him?
still?
Yeah, that would make it a 2-card challenge. But this would also be a 2-card challenge.
Yeah.
To impersonate.
So...
To just impersonate to give him a status update.
So social.
Or even just brain fucklery.
Yeah,
like
mind.
if you mind fog him at the same time, he will not see it coming.
I'll go there and I'll brain fuckle him.
All right, so you disguise yourself. You use the so you'd be using your what is it? What ability or potential are you using?
To disguise myself to get in?
Well, it's for the whole thing. What are you using to
Mental attack.
Mental attack. So yeah, you can attack his. You can hack his eyes. You know?
Yeah, goes to the show.
So the 2-card challenge. If you succeed, you will distract him, raising his challenge down to 2 cards. Do you want anything else? If you succeed, tell him.
No, what do we else want, gents?
Keep it low this time.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of...
Well, you can actually, if you succeed, if you make it harder for yourself, for example, if you add some consequence to yourself, you could make it easier for him still, or to balance it out. For example, you could say a machine triggers, and if you succeed, triggers and detects something about you that affects you somehow. That could be a possible consequence because you've been experimented on.
One question.
Yeah.
A sucker sniper shot would probably be a nefarious doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, just checking before we overcommit.
Yeah, it's not combat if you're
Right.
ambush.
Yeah.
If it's a cheap
But
shot.
we can just keep it simple. So yeah, 2 cards to distract him, raising his down to 2 cards. If you fail though, he will detect you, and you will actually. We're going to make it big. There's going to be a mortal wound.
Ooh.
So because he's going to fry the chamber.
You know what I say?
Huh?
You go big or you go home.
All right. So
Shall
this
we?
could kill your character if you fail.
Oh shit.
Fried frog.
Fried frogs.
Oh man, I don't want to do this because I don't think I can actually pull it off. But being around there with my lightning rod ability,
Then probably don't. We're a little tapped.
No, actually, you could do teamwork to do that, and that will just mean you both take a major wound if you fail.
Oh,
and that would just put me out of play. So.
Well, a major wound might kill you too, but like major wound is divided by 2 instead of.
That at least gets a point, and
Yeah, it gives them 2 to 3 points depending on what you put. In your teamwork. You're not making your own play.
yeah, and I can use that for potential since I'm using the lightning rod ability, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Use it from potential. It'll count
Alright.
as a 2 or a 3.
All right, I'll at least try to act as a shield.
Here we go.
All right.
Good luck, you two.
And what do you add, Aaron?
3.
And I'm crowning.
Okay. So am I.
28.
24. Yeah.
Damn.
I was trying actually that time.
Oh, thanks.
All right, so he is distracted. So what do you tell the Master's Acolyte? He's this wild old crazy man. You actually see he has a cog interface built into the back of his spine that is hooked up to a cable to a massive cog analytical engine. As he is cackling and looking at control dials, as you see you're lowering back into the lowlands. It is misty and foggy out there, You see the fleets out in the distance. They have some sort of vision amplifier that lets him see all around the fortress, even though he's in the mass of a fucking so he is just kind of
so it's kind of the whole thing is we're distracting him.
Yeah, you're distracting him while he's taking.
So just when he's doing all that, just as my brain fuckle is just gonna be like, how can you keep going when you forgot?
Well, you're pretending to be. You can pretend to be the guy that conferred it over Kelso or Celso, and just give him a status update. Or you could try and do that. I mean, either way, yeah.
Well, as long as I just thought this is just my angle of what I just succeeded in doing. It's just like you forgot. I think you might have forgotten something important.
What? You're just a sky pirate. You're nothing. How would you know? I know everything. This fleet will be crushed as soon as I can.
And that's what I wanted to do. Like he told me how go on as long as he can for how no, I'm in charge. Like this is my thing. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. You're just a sky pirate. Fuck you.
Yeah. All right. So
now feel free to insert the key.
Valdemar, you're climbing up the side of the fortress. The wind is howling. It is quite cold, and
he's fine. I'm large.
All right. So you climb up the side of it. You get at the very edge of the top of it. In the distance, you just see a tiny dome, which is the kind of they would not be able to see you unless he was eagle-eyed or had sensors. But of course, he's distracted right now. The little blipping sensor alert, like someone is on the hull, is being ignored right now. So, or is it? Let's establish stakes. So it's a 2-card challenge now. Mm-hmm. I assume if you succeed, you just take him out. The ship is yours. All right. If you fail, he could either fry you or launch all attack on the fleet.
I'll take the hit.
All right, you'll take the hit. Ooh. This will give you a major wound and knock you off the edge of the hull.
Okay.
So you may, if you're not dead, you will be having to make another play real quick.
Oh, okay. Do you want some help on this one with an altar?
Weren't you already?
Oh yeah,
you're already helping. Oren can help.
Yes, I'm going to help. Okay. I'll just do a teamwork thing, and
get hurt when I land on you.
No, I was going to fit you up with some grabby vines.
Oh yeah. So if you fail, the rogue cog defenders will jump out and attack you as the all alert goes off.
Okay.
That's raising the stakes. So, all right, ready?
Yeah.
All right.
So 2.
Let's see here.
And yep.
Come on.
Okay, so you've got 27, and I have 28.
Oh. That was fair.
Oh,
I haven't found the Joker, because I kept getting... You assholes keep...
Thank God.
Make me just kind of redraw my hand. Alright, the ship is yours. Without having to make a play, you all get up in the patrol center. There's the Master's Acolyte there with a big hole in his skull.
Just walking by, ooh, that's gross, key.
Yeah, well, it's a massive...
like 3 people to carry him.
And the interface turns on, and you see that there are there are only a few commands left in it. Putting your heads together, you realize there are a couple things. There are only a few things you can do. Actually, only 3 things that really make sense. One is you can shut it down. It will fall. Perhaps, if it hits a highland, it will probably crash and form a new ruin. It can go all the way in the dark. You don't know what's below it. The thing is, there is one point of attack it is keyed into. And you realize by the coordinates that it is somewhere in the dark. You could tell it to just automatically attack what must be a Darkling fortress.
Not necessarily.
I'm all for that.
Well, the thing is, you realize also that Thana points out, well, yes, many ships have been lost, especially from Fortress, weakening all of the Kingdom of the Kings. This will balance the scales. However, hold on, there's one other thing you can do. You realize it's higher purpose. There is a mission profile for its ultimate thing, which is to raise in altitude and activate some sort of heat shielding system. The altitude is amazing. It's higher than the air. This looks like this ship might be able to pierce beyond the light. Thana, of course, does not quite understand this yet, so you could either guide her away before she realizes that. Of course, as that's her religion, so
she'd want to go with.
She would want to go there, and that would be it. You could, of course, if you're truly converted and you're of the faith, you could go there, and that's your character's fate as you go off into legend. As you go off into legend. So those are the three things you figure out that can be done without doing anything.
I'm gonna do my Knight's Cash.
All right. All right.
Oh, is that a gamble?
Oh, you're looking for a joker, you son of a bitch. No, wait, no. Have you already used your joker?
No.
Okay. Damn it.
And while you were shit-eating grin.
So I think this is a minute for the crew to,
Yeah, those are the three things that are programmed into it.
My initial goal was to just drop it into the dark, but if it has some sort of purpose,
And it's higher than anyone else can get to?
I think we should send it.
Seems legit.
Well, it's going to be one, that's the thing.
It's a one-way ticket.
It's a one-way ticket.
Yeah.
And if nobody's on it, you're not.
Yeah.
Why bother? So people are going to have to stay behind to see what happens.
Ooh.
Because otherwise, you're just sending an empty ship up there. So what's the point of
Is
doing
it possible to establish communication?
Well, I mean, you could try, but that's an awful big gamble.
Okay. Let's try and Are you volunteering to stay, Kellen?
Well, I didn't think... I'm not much of a believer at this point, but I think something guided me here, apparently.
You are the hero, folks!
Holy shit!
Yes! Yeah.
I don't exactly have the specifics, but I would like it if something about some sort of, some sort of behemoth rising from the depths and, changing the landscape of the world was part of the, schism.
Probably.
That I was a priest of.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to make a play? Is that it? Or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, what do you want to happen if you succeed?
I don't know. I have no idea what the stakes are at this point.
Yeah, no, right now, you have control of the story. So you setting the stakes would be for example, establishing communication to monitor what happens.
Yeah, I think that would be the most important thing.
All right, if you succeed, you will know of a way to communicate with the Beast of Alloy at all times. Doing so will require gathering certain artifacts. It's not something you can do immediately.
Yeah.
But it would require another mission. But you would.
But we'll be here, and
it.
what paradise is there but living in this wondrous machine for the rest of?
I've got my play for that.
Okay. And if you fail, you think you have it until it's too late.
Deft hands.
Okay.
I've actually been collecting them all along.
Okay.
As was written.
Let's see here. However, you will have to stay on the ship itself.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good.
Okay.
Can
You're
I
good
also
going?
assist him?
So I'm
As
losing
the
2
prophecy
people?
foretold.
You're losing 2 people. And Thana, yeah.
As the
And
prophecy
some of your crew
foretold.
members. They're members of the Church of Lucent, too.
Everybody's leaving me behind.
I'm not religious.
Yeah. Lucian's fine.
At least I can count.
All right,
pictures.
3-card challenge plus 1 challenge. I don't think it'll matter, but
Can I assist him, or
I
as the
I have
prophecy
one card
foretold?
left.
there's this statistical check. All right, if you fail, then you accidentally cause the ship to start self-destructing. You have to get out quickly. Thus, you will be able to escape, but the ship will then explode and become an unstable ruin.
Okay, I'll let Bill take this.
Actually, no, I'm going to say that happens if you fail anyway, just because.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, well then, yeah, we get
All right.
points. So
All right, 3 cards. Let's see here. Yeah.
Ace Joker.
Joker. All right, yeah.
all hail the new worm.
All right. So you realize you give Orin instructions. This is how to contact him.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you leave the ship.
As I'm leaving, I want to address Kellen and Valdemar. You two are some of the finest I've ever worked with. I want to give you a gift before I go. And I use Full Bloom to create just this hanging garden throughout the ship, with an abundance of flowers and not a tulip to be seen.
Yeah.
There you go.
Joker! Create an amazing garden.
I can distill this.
It will support life,
Yes.
which may be
ecosystem.
It'll support life. That was what I was going for.
So as the ship leaves, those of you who are left on the ship, you realize he will be able to contact you but there is a receiver that you must find.
Okay.
So there's still a quest in order to reach the Beast of Avalon. But it may be possible if, depending on what happens. So as they ascend into the heavens, the second beast has been defeated. Balance has been restored. And only the Beast of Strife remains.
It is tearful for me.
Yeah, bittersweet.
I've been losing crew left and right.
Yeah, well,
Still got me.
I still have Lucius.
Yeah.
Don't go the way of Tulor.
So, question, comment, suggestions.
That was great. I love this.
I have to admit, I was pretty skeptical of the system, but I really like it. This kind of pulp stuff really well.
Yeah, and I like that. I know we talked about this before in Jeff's original playtest, but the fact that you get a little bit more control over your fate versus just the random die throw.
Yeah.
That which is nicer too.
Well,
Plus, also the scaling. The scaling threat that basically you risk reward, you basically get more, but
It's gambling.
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
very much gambling.
It's informed gambling, though.
Like I think this time I finally kind of got in a hand of just how much I can say just happens.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, I know Celso, or Anatol's related to what's her face. Like it is literally just I say this,
And that's the nice thing about that, much more collaborative gaming. So so much fun.
And it really, and you guys, this would have been multiple sessions to get through this in like 8
Oh my
days,
god,
something
yeah.
like that. Like each kingdom probably would have been an entire session.
Had we not liked him on.
Yeah. And so you get through a lot. So so last time the finale will be dealing with the Beast of Strife, the smallest but perhaps the most dangerous of all the beasts. So you'll have to find out what trouble that guy's.
Create a new character in space.
So
Not this time. I already have a guy going off doing something.
Yeah, exactly. So no one died. They just go off into legend.
And Aaron and I became Sky Parents.
We did.
Good Sky
Parents!
So, all right, what's actually
that was freaking great.
next?
Bye.